last 30 minutes. I told him.
Welcome.
Yeah, I might be like LeBron. Hey, y'all see when she asked LeBron about the Malcolm X book?
No, I ain't see that.
Oh, you got to see that. Hilarious. LeBron been carrying around this Malcolm X book, posting it on his. You know how LeBron be always trying to put on show. You know how LeBron do. He was doing that with the Malcolm X book, and then Taylor Rooks asked him about it, like, hey, what you got from the book? Yeah, he went in a 2-minute soliloquy and said absolutely nothing that you can say from reading the book. And he just started saying a whole bunch of bland, Mark was a great guy, and he plucked the book. You got to watch it. I laughed for 2 minutes. You got to watch that.
Someone said LeBron hasn't got the first 15 pages of the book yet.
Yeah, it was a part of that whole thing. And he been carrying around the book. And when she asked him the question, you can literally tell that he did not read that book. It was so obvious. It was hilarious. He talks about Martin Luther King and all that. And then he looked at her, gave her like a dirty look, like why the fuck you do that, man? Like, what I was like? It's hilarious. You gotta watch it.
Welcome to episode 20 of the Off Work Podcast. Hey, man. We got the 20s. Let's get it. 20 episodes is a milestone. I ain't gonna cap with y'all.
Congrats, fellas.
Absolutely. We appreciate it. Absolutely. Everybody who's watching these episodes and watching our previous episodes, like our page, subscribe. Like I said, we definitely appreciate your support, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to bring y'all more episodes.
Hey, dog, we gotta shout out our the listeners who we feel support us the most. So shout out to Breaker, Lofton, Jorel. What's your cousin's name?
Who?
Your cousin?
Who?
No, your cousin Melendez.
Oh, Nicole.
Yeah.
Is that the one who always comments on YouTube? Who's that one? Who's that girl? There's some girl that always comments on YouTube.
That's Jorel's cousin.
It might be Nicole. Yeah, Nicole.
Jorel don't pay attention to the YouTube page.
Yeah, I don't go on the YouTube page much.
Shout out Krista, Annika.
Yeah. Shout out to all. If we missed any of the listeners that really support us, it's.
Oh no! I got another one, Kristen too. Shout out to her.
Kristen. Oh yeah, and Courtney too.
Yes. Oh yeah, Courtney
Moon.
Shout out to them. So we appreciate y'all and everyone else for helping us, supporting us through this, and liking us on YouTube, viewing us. We appreciate it. We got Brando back though. We got Brando back by popular demand. All right.
Brando's back. I'm happy to be back. Thanks for having me back. I've been waiting.
I got Brando play in the building, dog.
Yes, sir. I'm back. Happy to be back. I got a lot on my mind today. I can't wait to hear what you guys got to say. So let's get it.
Hey, my girl, she rocked with you, dog. She was watching an episode with you on there. She was getting her role.
Well, thank you. Hey, I appreciate you, you queens, for rocking with me. Hopefully I want you guys to agree with me for the most part, to be honest with you. I don't want to get on you guys' bad side. So I'm parse my words sometimes.
No. That's the good thing. My girl was telling me, like, Drew and I, we have like a lot of the same thought processes. And you kind of shook it up a little bit. So, I think the listeners want to hear that disagreement at times, and, it makes for a good watch.
Well, yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, and I'm definitely disagree with you guys. I can tell by some of your takes that I've seen off air. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be at odds, throughout the pod and throughout the weeks to come.
Let's get to the shit though. I've seen your post.
That's good.
And,
okay.
We talked about the trolling shit. You say you don't troll, so
I do not troll. I speak from my heart.
So I see this man's post going in on Kamala Harris and Biden, and then some Trump supporters just showed up on the post like, "Yeah, Brando, you fucking get him, dude. The left wing fucking trash, man." He's like, "Whoa! Don't mean I'm a Trump supporter. Trump trash."
Slow your roll, yeah. Slow your roll there, buddy. Yeah.
So what does that mean when you show up to the voting booth, right?
Mm-hmm. You got the MAGA hat on. Like, how you
let's see. Don't stop. Let's stop right there. The Brando has never been MAGA. I've never pretended to be MAGA. There's nothing that I have said that you can mistake me for being that. So it's clear that now.
You should do it, though. I don't think I've ever seen a nigga with dreads wear a MAGA hat, dog. You might be the first. You might be the first, dog.
No, that's against my brand. I'm not doing that.
He can't get that off.
Yeah.
Get that off.
I don't even like the fake MAGA hats when they put a quote endorsing the blacks and put that on the MAGA hat. I don't even like that. It's just, it's kind of cheesy in my opinion. Don't even do that. Don't do that no more. That's trolling. That's trolling right there.
Yeah.
You're trying to get people to up in arms so you can read your hat with the nice statement. I get it. Yeah, I seen Brian get that off, but yeah, don't do that no more. Y'all need to stop doing that. We can come up with our own movements, with our own designs and our own artwork. We don't need to piggyback off of theirs. We don't need
And not
that.
for nothing, like the MAGA hat is trash anyway. That's a weak ass hat. If I'm being real, like just to look at it, like that is weak.
Well, they should just do the all black joint. They can have the same font. Just make it.
And then
all black.
that's what I was just thinking that. Yeah, this had the all black with the white print.
Yeah.
Yeah. So or gold or green or Pan African black with the green and red print. Anything, but not that. Don't do that. But
Go ahead. So you in the booth, right?
Mm-hmm.
You buying his name.
Okay.
Trump's name. Do you go for the lesser of all evils, or do you like, go with the I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna do an independent person.
You really trying to get me in trouble today, ain't you? You really want to get me in trouble today. To answer your hypothetical would be your hypothetical is kind of impossible because I probably won't be in the booth. I won't be in the booth. I'm sorry, fellas. I'm sorry to people that feel strongly about it, but
you're not voting.
I can't bring myself to circle one of those two names. And I feel like you circling one of those names is an endorsement, and I get it. I get why people feel otherwise about it. Just because, when it comes to litigations and bills being passed, which they don't have that much power anyway, if you really want to get into it. But I just don't feel comfortable with my soul going in there and circling one of those names. Me personally. And I get why other people do it. I'm not trying to sway people to kind of have my mindset.
Right.
It's just my mindset. So I'm not like an advocate, like saying, hey, don't do it. I mean, do what you feel is best for you. But I know this makes people mad, but I mean, I just got to do what I feel is.
With another 4 years of Trump?
I can't do it, dog. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
To be honest with you, I think another 4 years of Trump and another 4 years of Biden, we're gonna be it's gonna be more the same regardless. And this is how I see it. And the reason I was going in on Biden wasn't even political. To be completely honest with you, it was things that I said about Trump in the past, and it's the whole pedophilia, and I know he hasn't nothing has come out against him in black and white or nothing set in stone about him. So I'm not going to sit there and start false reports and all of that. But there is a video that has been surfacing for quite some time. That video that I saw of him, he was being very, very touchy with a lot of women and children. The women and children seemed very uncomfortable in the video. It was nasty to watch. It was just, it was weird. It was very weird. And the whole thing that I was posting was, okay, I just felt that if any other celebrity, and especially in this climate, or any other person of, that has, notoriety, that would have been, something that would have got them canceled or everybody would have been up in arms about. But because people feel so strongly about the whole political thing right now, and we hate Trump so much that people are willing to overlook that video and more so downgrade it. People were saying stuff like, it's just a shoulder touch. Like, come on now. Like, just call a spade a spade. So basically you're saying, you just got to overlook it, but admit that you're overlooking it. But don't act like, don't tell me don't tell me not to believe what I'm watching. Like, I saw the video, I saw his hands, I saw him in their ears, I saw where he's placing his hands. He said some weird shit like, I love when little kids sit on my lap. Like, I mean, I'm just saying if all those red flags were there for other people who are, in front of our face a lot, that they would have got a lot more backlash than Biden did. So I was just trying to more so call out the hypocrisy. That's all. That's all that was. I wouldn't call that trolling. I just call that.
Politics, though, it's a dirty game. Like, when you get into politicians, like, they all got dirt. to be honest, like they all gonna have some type of skeletons in the closet. Like when it comes to Trump, of course we all know he's racist. So it's like they all got a flaw. There's no perfect candidate, and that doesn't exist. So I feel like when it comes down to it, I feel like that.
And to be honest with you, Obama was like clean his entire term, but people are still throwing dirt on him. So,
yeah, I get what y'all saying, but like it's levels to dirt. It's just levels to the type of dirt that's being thrown on you. Like Obama won't never, even Trump been involved in some nasty stuff with the ladies and the kids and all that. Well, at least the ladies, for far as we know, with the ladies. No, we don't put Obama in that category. I don't want to group that. I don't want to group. Well, even what Obama got accused with or whatever, he ain't never been seen touching kids and being inappropriate with kids and women and making people feel uncomfortable with the touchiness and the words that he's saying.
Brando got the auto-tune on him, dog. Brando sound like T-Pain right now, dog.
I got them T-Pain. Yeah. Can I take my headphones off, man? They got to stay on, Drew. All right, come on.
Once you get the iPad and the Mac or the MacBook.
Hey, listen, man. Y'all about to get me on my technology game. I'm not the most technology gadget type of guy. I just don't be into it. But I'm gonna do it for you guys.
That's all
I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna do it for you guys.
So what you boys get into this weekend, man?
I had a busy weekend, dog. Busy. Got a new whip.
Okay. Wait. What new whip you get? What you get? If you don't mind.
I had the Tiguan, Volkswagen Tiguan. I had to upgrade to the Atlas.
That's the SUV joint?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to sell those. That's crazy you said I used to sell those.
I had to upgrade to the Atlas. Got a new dog over the weekend, too.
Dang, boy.
Crazy.
You about to lose all the home games now.
That boy in his family bag. I ain't mad at it. He's in his family bag. I ain't mad at you at all, dog.
First is the dog. You know what's next, Drew?
Yeah. We ready, dog. Let's get it.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
What about you, Jorel?
Man, I was chilling, bro. Got to spend some quality time with the kids. This is my weekend to be with my children. My pops came down, chill with him. So had the opportunity to, spend some time with the fam and whatnot and just chill, bro. It was a good, relaxing weekend, man. I needed every bit of it, man. My kids rejuvenate me, man. So I love it.
Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Green, 21 years married.
Absolutely. Today their anniversary, bro. So
21 of them things, dog.
Yeah, 21 years. That's impressive, man. For anybody to be with another person for 21 years, and especially my pops, he's a cool dude, but man, I love him to death. But man, he has some ways about him. But so shout out to her for being able to deal with him. So.
You needed that relaxing weekend after them Sixers. You needed it.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. But
blow it up.
Hey,
told you that last time. Blow it up.
We're gonna get it right. Hopefully, eventually, the process will get right someday.
If they said Simmons or Simmons and Embiid are not on the trading block.
Thank you.
Might as well bid on.
I'm sorry. If I had to get rid of one, I think I would get rid of
Simmons.
Embiid, dog.
Oh man.
Embiid.
Simmons,
I think I would.
I said the same thing.
4 years and can't shoot.
But he's a elite wing defender, dog.
Yeah,
I think if Embiid clogs up the paint, it gives Simmons more room to maneuver and do what he does in the paint.
Yeah, but you can't stop Embiid.
I don't think you can really stop Simmons once he's inside the paint. His inside
play off of him and let him shoot.
Yeah, just don't let him inside the paint.
The thing is that they're talking about actually moving Ben to his natural position, which is power forward. And if they do that, it could be some issues down there.
Yeah.
That's considered his natural position as power forward. That'll be considered his natural.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, but my Blazers, this dog. Okay, so this is not a sports podcast, but we haven't been talking sports since the bubble, so I'm gonna get into it. I'm a Portland Trail Blazers fan. Our arch nemesis, who's been whooping up on us since I became a fan, is the Lakers. Last night is the first time I ever turned off a Blazers playoff game. In the first quarter, I turned it off. I started watching the shot. I knew within the first 5 minutes it was over. It was over. They jumped up to like a 20-point lead.
It was Mamba Day. They weren't losing it. There was no way they were going to lose.
Yeah.
No. Dame got hurt. I might not. Well,
Dame not playing. Dame out for Game 5.
Yeah, and 6. He's out for the.
I mean Game 6. Yeah.
So both of them.
They gave up the series. It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
I mean, Dame proved his point. I mean, they won't about to beat the Lakers regardless. Y'all won't about to beat the Lakers.
He got one game.
He got a game. He made it. He added to his legend with some big performances. I mean, what do you want? I mean,
I respect Dame's game a lot. Haven't seen him in the bubble, and also I just respect the fact that he is very loyal to the Trailblazers organization. You know, he has been adamant in saying that he doesn't want to, team up with other NBA players, to create a super team to win a championship. And I love that. I love that competitive. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm the same way, dog. So I definitely love that. He got that dog in him, and I love every bit of that.
He's the best point guard in the league until further notice.
Damn. That's high praise, dog.
It's true.
Until further notice, he's the best point guard in the league.
Hey, Chef Curry coming back. All right.
I'm just saying.
Chef Curry be back. Chef Curry, he can have it. Chef Curry be back.
So to wrap up this segment, Luka is 21 years old. Do you consider him a top 5 player in this league right now?
Yes.
Yes. Hey, we be having these same conversations at my job, bro. Luka is top 5, bro.
And to be real, the 5th best player to the 8th best player is like splitting hairs.
Yeah.
So if you top 8, you top 5, really.
Because I got Jason Tatum in that. The way that he was smoking
top 5?
Top
bro,
10.
I'm talking about like the 8 range, the 5 to 8 range.
Eight.
It's top 10.
Like, bro, the way that Jason Tatum pulled up on us in the playoffs, I'm like, damn, this dude is going to be cold. And he's young, too. He's like, what, 22, 23?
The NBA's in good hands, though. When LeBron leaves, and I see Skip. You see Skip Bayless? Because he knows, like, LeBron's fading out, so he's trying to put Luka in that hate box. He was like,
he ain't on Luka?
Dog, Luka's last game, he was like, oh, the Clippers bailed him out. He didn't do anything. I'm sitting there like,
huh?
Yeah.
The way that boy pulled up from deep, nah.
He does a lucky shot.
Hey, and I don't want to hear anybody else about playoff P, bro. Ain't no more playoff P. I don't want to hear about Paul George until further notice, bro. If he can't produce in the playoffs, bro, and get his team to the finals with Kawhi Leonard, I don't want to hear about it. You're not top 10. Don't want to hear about it.
I mean, they gonna get to the conference finals at least. I'm not worried about that. It'd be the Lakers and the Clippers in the conference finals like we all expected.
They're in trouble right now.
Yeah,
I think the Mavs gonna get them, but the Mavs should be up 3-1.
They should. Facts.
And I think the Mavs match up well with the Lakers.
I think the way they excuse me. I mean, listen, I'll be pleasantly surprised if the Mavericks pull it off. I wouldn't mind seeing that. But I just think when it comes to playoff basketball that I mean, we've seen this before. A series looks close for a little while, then the best team, just kind of, puts their foot down and move on.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So let's get into it, man.
NAS.
Oh, you want to go to the review first? I thought we were talking about Meg.
Nah.
All right, so, let me introduce this, all right?
Get your shit off, Jarvis.
Everyone knows that I am the biggest Nas fan.
Dog, hold on. Jarvis been waiting for this day for like 20 years, dog.
Yeah.
Dog, he's been waiting for this day for so long, bro.
Let him get his off. Let him get his off.
So, Nasty Nas, Escobar, Nasir Jones, whatever you want to call it. Nas pulled off. I was pleasantly surprised. I'll be honest with you. This is overall the best Nas album since Life is Good. This is like the best Nas album for his legendary status since Stillmatic. And the reason I say this, before Stillmatic, people looked at Nas, okay, he's done. And I feel like Nas was getting that same type of vibe. Like, he dropped Nasir. It was light, really light. I'm a Nas fan. It really didn't have any like replay value. I like a few tracks up there, but you could tell like the production, Kanye, it really didn't do it. And then Lost Tapes too. I liked it as a Nas fan, but overall, like the public didn't really acknowledge it. So I was starting to think like, damn, like Nas is like on like Ice Cube, LL Cool J status, like they're legends, but when they come out with albums, like it's kind of like quiet. You hear the cricket?
I don't want to say that.
So when Nas dropped King's Disease, this is the first time like publicly like everyone's giving Nas his praise and his flowers for this joint. Like Hit Boy did an amazing job of helping Nas get out of his box. And that's what I'm saying. Like rap is a young man sport. So if you're a veteran in this game, you gotta get young boys around you to spark that flame. And that's the biggest difference recently that has separated Jay-Z and Nas. I love them both, but Jay-Z was more current. Well, I remember me and Jorel was out at the club when Magna Carta Holy Grail popped off, and there was like a chick, and she was just twerking at Jay-Z. And I was like, I was like, yo, Nas can't do that. Nas can't play both sides. So what Hit Boy did was force Nas to get out of his box, and you know how we rate the albums. So there's 13 tracks on the album. I downloaded all 13. I gave it a 13 out of 13, all right? I don't care. It's the best 100%. Produced Nas album since it was written. It's the best produced Nas album, production-wise, musically, since it was written. And I don't think Nas picked these beats. Because if Nas picked these beats, they wouldn't have sounded like that, dog. We wouldn't have got 27 Summers. We wouldn't have got Spicy.
I don't know. Nas might have – it was multiple choice, dog. Hit Boy probably gave him 20 beats. He was like, just pick 13 out of these, dog. Just pick 13 beats, dog. This is all you get.
Yeah. Like this.
But dog, 100%. So you're saying it's a classic. If it's 100%.
Well, let's pump up.
We got to get some time. We got to give it time.
We got to see with these beats being so current. I got to see how the beats age.
But you're saying a potential classic, basically. Potential.
Yeah, you know, potential. I gotta get. I mean, I love them all, dog. The intro was dope. Blue Benz, he had that story, you know, telling how he met it. You know what I'm saying? Like that was story. Car 85 with Charlie Wilson. Ooh-wee. Come on, you got Uncle Charlie on that joint. Ultra Black, 27 Summers was hard. Replace Me with Big Sean. Like he got the Big Sean bag, dog. Like that.
I'm mad at Hit Boy for the 27 Summer. He went into the Drake file. He went into the Drake file for that beat, dog.
Drake would have killed that.
27 Summer should have had Rick Ross on that joint. It should have, bro. It would have flowed.
Oh, they should have Ross. Okay, interesting. Okay, interesting.
I'm saying that to say because that's luxury rap. You know what I'm saying? Like what me and Jarvis talking about. Like that's a beat where Ross would have smoked that because Ross and Nas have been on tracks together. You know what I'm saying? Like they collaborated before, so that'd have been perfect.
And Nas believes in Ross.
And then Lil Durk, like okay, I like to apologize too. Speaking of Lil Durk, last week I went on this podcast and I disrespected Drake. Drake, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Let the truth speak.
What did you say last week?
It's tough. It's
tough.
Yeah,
bro.
It's tough song.
That track is some mid, bro.
It's tough.
What you mean? It's tough song.
It's tough, dog.
It's tough.
Bro, that track is some mid, bro.
I apologize to Drake. I thought it was the beginning to the end. Nah, Drake still.
You thought that was. You thought. Wait. You heard laugh now and cry later, and you came to the conclusion that's the beginning of the end of Drake's run.
I said that last week. I don't want to go.
I was trying to tell you. I tried to tell you.
What? First of all, there is no beginning. First of all, Drake's run is not ending until he ends it. Period.
I disagree with that. I think Lil Baby is gonna be the person to challenge Drake.
Stop.
I truly do.
Stop.
Hey, Lil Baby has outsold him thus far in 2020. Let's not act.
Drake hasn't dropped the album.
I'm saying, I guarantee when Drake drops, I don't think
he's saying hold on.
I'm saying, look.
No, let's give Nas his flowers, man. Why y'all trying to change our subject, man?
Okay.
Look at my Nas.
Hold on. We gonna get back. I gotta get this. We gotta get this timestamp. So you're saying Lil Baby's album. You're saying first week, or what are you saying?
No. I'm just saying for all of 2020. I don't know when Drake is going to drop. If Drake is going to drop in the summer or whatever like that, we'll be able to project it and see the numbers.
Man, well, if Lil Baby got way more months ahead start, if you're trying to do it that way, yeah.
We're comparing the albums.
Oh, I mean, I believe Drake's album will probably be better than Lil Baby's.
No, we're talking about
album sales.
You know, talking about sales.
Yeah, we're talking about sales. I mean, I have Lil Baby projected to sell more than Drake.
That's a crazy thing. That's a crazy thing to have.
Did Lil Baby sell more records than Lil Uzi?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he did. Lil Baby has sold the most albums in 2020.
I was saying Lil Uzi went like what 700,000 the first week. And it came.
Yeah, Little Baby didn't do that. Yeah, Little Baby didn't do that.
No, Little Baby hasn't done that in his first week. What I'm saying is that Little
Oh,
Baby
total streams.
yes, he sold the most in 2020 so far.
No, Jerga surpassed that. Whatever it is, Jerga surpassed that.
But
To be clear, I listen to Little Baby much more than I listen to Drake.
fair.
But it's Drake. That's all.
But to get back to this King's Disease joint, the Nas album, bro, I rocked with a lot of this album, bro. I was highly surprised, bro. When I first saw the album drop, because Jarvis sent it in our group chat with me, him, and Drew, and I looked at it and I was like, okay, like this is cool. Like Nas is dropping another album, all right. Because I was anticipating for when Kanye had produced, what was it, Nasir?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When Kanye had produced Nasir, I was expecting this was what I was expecting when I heard the Nasir album. I was expecting, these new beats for Nas to be updated to kind of get out of his comfort zone, but it just didn't sound like a Nas album to me.
You want to know why?
Why is that?
Nas said that those songs were like incomplete, like verses, and then like he said he's gave them to Kanye, and Kanye just put the album together.
I believe that.
He said
I believe it.
I mean,
I
wouldn't trust Kanye with anything right now.
But to Nas' defense, Kanye's looked at like a musical genius. So Nas trusted Kanye to do with the scraps what he was able to do with it, and it didn't come out.
Yeah, but as the artist and as legendary as Kanye may be and as legendary as Nas may be, Nas still has to hold Kanye accountable and also make sure that there's a finished product before putting it out to his audience. But I said that to say King's Disease, hey, Hit Boy, bruh, you smoked that. Hey, you smoked this, bruh. Out of all the tracks, I kept 11 out of 13. I did not like Car 85 with Charlie Wilson. I did not like that track, bro. I told y'all I love Uncle Charlie, bro. I think I'm just tired of hearing him on new stuff, bro. I'm cool on Charlie.
But he was just ad-libbing. He wasn't even on the hook.
I'm cool on it.
He was
No
ad-libbing.
one has ever said they're tired of Charlie Wilson before.
I'm cool on it, bro.
He don't even appear that much.
Yeah.
He does to the newer artists. He appears on features. He sings on a lot of Ultra Black. I'm cool. I can do without it. But boy, let me tell you, To the Wars one with Lil Durk. Hey, King's Disease, the opening track, Blue Benz, The Definition. Hey, bruh, Spicy with Fabio and ASAP Ferg. Hey,
Bobby.
Hey.
I told y'all boys.
Hey, I'm gonna give Nas his flowers. Hey, Jarvis might be on to something. This might be on its way to a classic album.
I like this.
I'm gonna say something crazy. This is my favorite Nas album.
I'm not surprised though.
Yeah,
favorite
but
Nas album.
You don't listen to Nas, so that's not surprising.
What's your second favorite Nas album? Life is Good?
Yeah, Life is Good.
Okay, I can see that. You
And
gotta
then
check out. I think you would like It Was Written. I think you would like that too.
It Was Written is my favorite Nas album, and then second is Stillmatic.
But I gotta give it up. Like they said, I'm not the biggest Nas fan, never been. But this joint, him and Hit Boy, this is a great combination. It was great to hear. Great to hear Nas current. That's what I wanted. Just something current. Like I know you're from the 90s, but I don't want to hear that. It's 2020. We got to move past it. We got to hear something fresh. And that's what Hit Boy provided. But I got to give my props to Nas. For me, I had 8 out of 13. Some of the tracks, some of the ones that Jorel mentioned, just like the content for me, I'm not going to go back and replay. Like none of it was bad. Let me say that. There was no bad music on it. But just some of the content, I'm not going to go back and listen to. But yeah, like I said, 27 Summers, he went into the Drake file for that beat. That shit sounded like Worst Behavior to me. Like that, I just kept hearing Worst Behavior in my head. Listening to that beat. But yeah, other than that, like I said, the shit was tough. Full Circle with The Firm. The Firm bag, that joint is tough. Like that might be the best song.
AZ was flowing on that joint, dog. He was flowing, dog.
Even Foxy got off, dog. Like
he got hers off too.
Yeah, Cardi wrote it, but that joint.
Did she really?
What?
I was about to say.
Yeah, no, shit, right.
It's just hard for me to believe that Foxy can just get back in the gym like and just.
Why? Why is it hard to believe?
Hey, shoot.
Why wasn't it hard for you to believe that AZ could get back in the gym?
Or Cormega.
Yeah, but Foxy can't. Why can't she?
The lyricists that they are.
She is. Well, not to AZ's level, but she's a good lyricist.
I'm bullshitting. But anyway, but yeah, it was tough. I have nothing bad to say about it for real.
I'm shocked, dog. I'm shocked by this revelation, dog. But I think Hit Boy gets more credit than Nas, to be honest with you.
He does.
Because for him to make that Firm track, and it was on brand with the Firm, and for Hit Boy to be young, like I give Hit Boy all the credit. Like this is he got Nas out of the grave.
Hey, but you know what I don't like is that I've been seeing people compare this album to 444. I think this is better than 444.
You know what I think? I think 444. I said this on Facebook. I think 444 was the Nas album we always wanted Jay-Z to do, and I think King's Disease is the Jay-Z album that we always wanted Nas to do.
See, but the thing is, Jay-Z already has a King's Disease and Magna Carta Holy Grail.
But I'm saying like this is the Jay-Z album that we wanted Nas to do.
Okay.
Wait. Magna Carta Holy Grail is the Jay-Z's King Disease. Is that what you're saying?
In my opinion, because he used more up-to-date beats. He used like Southern beats. Like he used more producers that are currently in the game right now.
I mean, Hov always has done that. That's not new from Hov. Hov has always stayed up to date, even in his prime.
No,
even
that's because he's always had Kanye on the side more recently.
Magna Carta is the first time Jay-Z dropped on beats with like heavy 808s.
Yeah,
it was like really current.
Magna Carta that
Magna Carta Holy Grail had a whole bunch of Southern beats. Remember?
No.
Yeah, that joint had a whole bunch of Southern beats.
That's the Poppy. I didn't like that album for real, but that's the Poppy Hov album. That was who was doing them. He had them Justin Timberlake songs and all that up there, right? He had one Southern song up there. The one
he had On the Run Part 2 on that joint.
How's that Southern? How's On the Run?
No, I'm just saying. I said there were a lot of Southern tracks up there, not that track in particular.
What Southern tracks were up there? I'm just trying to learn.
Hey, I'm like Drew. You guys know y'all got phones, right?
I mean, I know what's on Magna Carta. I'm trying to figure out what he thinks is so Southern about it.
Crown is Southern.
Yeah.
Like I'll give you an example.
Fuck with me, you know I got it. Featuring.
That's the only one I would say. And I don't even call that Southern for real. Just Ross was up there.
What about the La Familia joint?
Yeah.
These are like R&B type Beyonce.
Hold on.
That's not Southern. When you say Southern, I'm thinking like.
I'm saying when I say Southern, I'm saying we would expect to hear a Southern artist on that beat.
I don't say Southern. I say heavy in 808s. That's what I say.
I think Magna Carta Holy Grail is one of Hov's worst albums by far.
Worst?
Yes, worst.
Hell no. No.
I'm not in the minority by saying that. This is not a crazy thing to say.
It is one of it. We're comparing Jay-Z to Jay-Z though. Jay-Z's catalog is crazy. So I mean, it may be like one of the worst Jay-Z tracks, but don't make it a bad album. But Magna Carta Holy Grail is better than Life After Death.
Okay, hold on. Kingdom Come is Jay-Z's worst album, number one.
I like Kingdom Come more than I like Magna Carta Holy Grail.
Huh?
I don't like Magna Carta Holy Grail that much.
All right.
I don't like that album.
Hey.
I don't like that. I don't like them Justin Timberlake songs. I don't like them Beyonce duets. I don't like all of that stuff. He was trying to be too creative. I didn't even like the release of it. I don't like how they threw it on our Samsungs and all of that at the time. I didn't like nothing about Magna Carta Holy Grail. This whole verse album, easily, by far. Kingdom Come could be a second place. But I think Kingdom Come is a little, I don't think it's one of Ho's best album, but I think it gets a bad rap. It's not as bad as people make it out to be.
Yeah.
Magna Carta is what people is the worst Hov album in my opinion. That's just me though.
If you look at 30's the New 20, like Jay-Z ate on that joint, dog.
He ate on that. He ate on Lost Ones.
You like 17, 18. I'm like, I ain't trying to eat that.
What's tough?
I'm saying though, but by saying that Jay-Z has a worst album is not bad. Jay-Z's worst album is not saying much.
I think that's a bad album. Let me ask you this: what
I'm not gonna let you get that off.
Well, have it.
That's a bad album. And then you moved on. Trying to move on.
That's a bad album overall. That's just a bad album. That's a bad album.
I'm not gonna let Jarrell get away. Jarrell said that Magna Carta Holy Grail is better than Life After Death. I'll never.
I ain't say that shit.
Biggie? You talking about Biggie?
Yeah, boy.
Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls?
Hey, cut the cap now. Hey, cut the cap. Biggie is one of my favorite. Biggie is one of my favorite all-time artists. Stop it. I've never said that. Y'all trolling now.
Bro, Jorel.
You said trolling now. Y'all trolling now.
Let me ask you a question. Let me just ask you a question. What's the classic Hove song that came from Magna Carta? Like, where's the classic Hove song, an anthem?
From Magna Carta Holy Grail?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, his best song from that album was Part 2 on the Run.
That's a Hove anthem. That's a Hove good single with Beyonce.
I'm just saying that's just the best song that was on the album.
So that's why I say what I say about Magna Carta. It didn't give us a Hove anthem. It didn't give us a move. It wasn't move.
This is my joint.
Oh yeah, he ate on that joint.
Get your ass on the celly, cause I ain't got time to be arguing with your ass if you ain't really ready. Girl, why you never ready? For as long as you took, you better look like Halle Berry. Or Beyonce.
Hey, he ate on that joint.
Hove gave us stuff like Reasonable Doubt. He doesn't give us things like In My Lifetime. Hove has given us things like You Don't Know. And this is the song you play for me today. This is what you play. Stop. Listen, man. Listen, Magna Carta, Holy Grail. If you like some of those songs, I get it. If it's cool, it's fun to listen to. That ain't no move. That ain't, man.
No, we said that that's Jay-Z's King's Disease.
I disagree with that. I don't see how that is because y'all are looking at y'all the way y'all are talking about, and not just y'all. This is the general consensus about King's Disease. This is some of Nas's best work.
It is.
So you can't say some of Hove's best work is Hove's King's Disease. I would say that I say that 444 is much more comparable to King's Disease than Magna Carta Holy Grail. Magna Carta and Holy Grail sound like an experiment, to be honest with you. Sound like an experiment album.
But some people would say this is an experiment because he's
that's what I'm about to say. You can
with current.
What you talking about with King's Disease?
Yeah, you can say with Nas.
I mean, everybody's saying that. That's not no experiment. That's just Nas doing what he knew he should have done, and he knew what the people wanted this whole time, and he delivered it. I mean, Nas ain't dumb. Everybody been saying what we all been saying. He knows what we all been wanting. We wanted Nas on good beats, period. He trusted Hit Boy with that. Hit Boy delivered. That's all. I don't think this is even that surprising as everybody's making it.
But the thing is, Brando, is that Nas has been dropping more.
Mediocre.
No, he's been dropping more recently than Nas. Like, we've been wanting this, and he still hasn't been doing it. So
yeah.
Like, Lost Tapes 2 came out, and we were like, okay, like, yeah, this is classic Nas, but obviously it doesn't sound up to date.
Yeah, I agree with that part. I agree. So this is what I'm saying. Well, it's not surprising to me anyway. Before I even get into this, let me tell you what I think about the King's Disease album. When I heard it, I knew that the people would like it. That's what I take from it. Like sometimes when I judge music, I can't do it based off of what I like. You know, I have to kind of do what the consumer like because I don't listen to that. You know, I just have a very short range of what I listen to, but I still understand all things. So when I listen to the Nas album, I was like, yep, sonically, this is what the people have been waiting for from him. It didn't move me that much. Just that's like Drew said. Sometimes something can sound good and you can like it and appreciate it in the moment, but it doesn't mean you're going to want to ride around playing it all the time. Unless, you're a fan and that's what you want to hear. So for people like me and Drew, we judge it a little different. It's just like, all right, is this good? Do we like it? Either way, we're probably not going to replay it much. But did he deliver what people want from Nas? Yes, Nas did on this album.
I think you say that for any artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. No, yeah, exactly. I'm just speaking to me personally. So Nas is in that category for me.
Yeah. So I'm gonna interject really quick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I knew this album hit differently. This album hit differently because I have a 21-year-old that I work with, and he hit me up, and he said, "Have you heard the new Nas album?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Bro, I didn't know Nas had this in his bag." When a 21-year-old hits a 31-year-old up and tells him that the new Nas album is fire, that's saying a lot in today's climate.
I mean, what?
Talking about that 21-year-old. What was the 21-year-old even born when Stillmatic dropped?
Not even there. Nah.
He was 1. I think he said he was 1 or like 2.
We're still man.
He been born in like 99 or.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21 is like 99. He won't know. Oh, you said Stillmatic.
Stillmatic, yeah. So
I thought you said Illmatic. Okay. Stillmatic.
01.
01. Yeah, 01.
So he's a baby.
Yeah.
Maybe 0102. I forget. One of those though.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think. That's what I'm saying. Nas didn't get into some new bag. He just rapped on better beats. Nas didn't do anything that we didn't expect that we know he could do.
That's not true.
You're capping right now, dog.
A person like Drew would never listen to Nas until.
That's what I'm saying, but yeah, because Drew liked the beats this time. All I'm saying is what Nas did, like his lyrical content and his delivery wasn't nothing different.
Yeah, like Nas rapping. Nas has always been a good rapper.
Yeah, like he didn't do anything we didn't know. Yeah,
Nas rapping, he's always been good. Now you just throwing on a current beat on it. So he's
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. What?
Listen, because like, no, that's cap. Because you know how rappers. Like this, if you're like a trap rapper, it's hard for a trap rapper to get in his lyrical bag. Like you can't expect a trap rapper to get in his Lupe Fiasco bag. That's hard. And you can't expect a lyrical rapper to get in the current beat bag. So that's what I expect not to do over current beats. And
these beats? All right, man. I think we're using that term "current beats" a little too loosely here. Like these beats are good classical beats. They're just better. Like these beats are good beats, and it is better than the beats that Nas chose. But it does not act like this is like some trap. Like he's just rapping over all trap beats. These are still classic, like a lot of instrumentation. These aren't like.
All right, so let me ask you this: When was the last time that you heard Nas make a spicy besides Uchi Wally Wally?
All right, so if you talk about that one song, yeah. Okay,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like it resonates to today's music.
So, but that's more so to my point.
He got with artists that are more appealing to the young crowd, so that way it sounds more up to date.
Like
that's all. That's all I'm saying. Like, yeah, Nas, he tapped into these beats, but he didn't change who he was on these beats. All he did was do what he usually do on these type of beats. So all I'm trying to say is we're not getting like new content from Nas or new. You know what I'm saying? He's just putting his on a different type of beat. So that's just more so he changed his production, but he didn't. All I'm saying is he's always been great, and he just displayed that again over beats that we like more. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, we can agree to
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think these beats are like overly like when y'all say current. I mean, they're just new because they're just got made. But this like not.
They sound current.
But let's also give Hit Boy his flowers. Let's not act
it seems like hip hop.
Act like Hit Boy is not one of the top producers right now in the game.
Exactly, and it seems like Hit Boy. He didn't give him Hit Boy beats. He gave him good beats that were for Nas. These beats sound like they were supposed to be Nas's, in my opinion, but just good ones. That's all. Like it doesn't seem like Nas was rapping over something he wasn't supposed to be on. You know what I'm saying? It felt like Nas was. This was still in his alley. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Nas can rap over anything, to be clear. So it's not like it's hard for him to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? It's Nas.
Nas. Y'all remember?
No,
don't do that. Don't do that, Brando. I'm a Nas fan. Slow your roll. Because you remember when Nas dropped on a Lil Jon beat back in the day? That shit was trash.
Which beat?
Which song? Veteran. And y'all
already know I'm better than. Come on, that was tough. That was tough.
That was whack.
I don't think so. That was tough. Man, people love that. This one of people's favorite Nas. Nas verses. People love that.
That's one. Whoa. That's whose favorite Nas verse?
The people like that verse. I'm not a Nas fan, and I knew what was coming next. There's not many Nas verses where you say a line, and I'm gonna finish it for you. That was one of them. That's all I'm saying. And this is from a casual, so I'm the people.
All right, I'll give you that. So, to continue on this conversation, before we get to the Meg, Jay-Z dropped Entrepreneur on this. Jay-Z's been doing this since Nas dropped Godson.
Hey, just let me stop you right there. I apologize. Entrepreneur is a type of whole shit that should have been on Magna Carta. This is what I'm talking about. I don't want to hear. This is what I'm talking about, man.
Entrepreneur should not be on anybody's
That
album.
sounds like Magna Carta whole.
Entrepreneur should be in the trash bin, nigga. That's one of the worst songs I've ever heard.
Black man, hey, black man, black man, black man. Hey, I could have made that hook last night. I swear to God, I could have did that.
That shit is one of the worst songs I've ever heard. Like, I'm not even bullshitting with you, dog. Yeah. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's up there next to that Young Thug with Chris Brown track with E40. What's that track? Yeah, bro, it's up there, bro. And
it's right in that realm. But dog,
I didn't like that thong song. I know I didn't like that much neither. I was ready to go in on you. I didn't love that song.
Bro,
I feel bad to Sam from VA, dog, with this showing from Pharrell, dog. I don't even want to say it. It's sad.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed in Pharrell for allowing this, dog. I am.
Dog, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Allowing it, he did it. I'm more disappointed at Hov for endorsing this.
I'm gonna go off subject real quick. If I hear one more "I'm Black and I'm Proud" track, I swear we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it anymore.
I agree.
Okay, we're all black. We're all proud. We're done. Okay, we're done with it.
You can't. I'm not saying that, but
that was Drew Pearson, ladies and gentlemen. Not Jarvis Goodman.
That wasn't Brando.
Not Jorel either.
Listen,
That's Drew.
Nobody wants to hear it anymore.
I mean,
songs have no replay value for one. Nobody's going back to listen. Like nobody is going back to play these songs.
That's not true. That's not true. Because when the Danny Glover track, the "This Is America" joint, people play that. People go back in that bag.
It was trash. I never understood that neither. What was the whole thing about that? Why was that good? Why did I have to say that was good art and all that?
No, we're not saying that it was good, but I'm just saying it does have replay value. Don't act like it doesn't have replay value.
I don't think that Danny Glover song had replay value. But if people played it, I could be wrong. People played it, I'm wrong.
Listen, are you talking about like Black and Proud songs in general, or just like recently?
The recent ones, the recent slew.
Recent like group, like this whole year.
You can tell. Listen, man, it's coming to a time where the whole movement is starting to be monetized. And, people are reaching for that to get their hit now. It's
getting to the point where it's pandering, like.
Exactly, it is pandering.
Well, I mean, what about the Lil Baby joint? The Lil Baby.
He did it first. He did it when it was fresh, like when everything was going on. He did it in the height. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, so y'all don't want to hear a track like that from no other artist.
I mean, to be honest with you, like those are the type of songs you listen to once and get the message and hear what they said, and you move on. You don't ride around playing these songs.
Well,
you don't ride around to that. Well, me anyway.
The bigger picture was tough.
Yeah, no one song in the country.
At that point,
because everybody wanted to go listen to it.
No one's going back in today and saying, "Let me go play bigger picture." It's not happening.
I mean, maybe the bigger picture song, maybe with the big, because it sounds the same like the rest of Lil Baby songs, but like these like that Pharrell song, for instance, I might want to hear that in the car.
That's because it's on that Dutch shit.
When you pull up to the function, what's the name of the Pharrell song, please?
Entrepreneur.
Black Entrepreneur?
No, just
all right. When y'all pull up to the function, everybody feeling good. You're trying to catch your vibe. You're not gonna pull up playing Entrepreneur. Period. You might not play that ever again, to be honest with you, for any reason. Other than to show somebody how bad this song is. You might not want to play that again.
I will never listen to Entrepreneur again in my life.
Me neither. I'm not listening to that again either. We're all in accordance there. I'm not listening to that. Never.
Well, how do y'all feel about Jay-Z drop? So this goes back to 2001. Jay-Z dropping after Nas.
He's doing that on purpose. There's no way around it at this point. It's too obvious. He's done it.
Jay-Z has admittedly said openly that he has lost that beef. That he lost the beef between him and Nas. He has admitted that.
But he won. My thing is, he won the war. He signed Nas to Def Jam after that.
Listen, man. Listen, man. Sometimes you just lose. A lot of people. It's the same argument I make with the Pusha and Drake beef. Okay, like yes, Pusha is never going to be to Drake's level when it comes to this little mano a mano that you and I had. We all know who got the best of it, and I think that's kind of similar in the Nas and Jay-Z beef. It's just that I mean, at the end of the day, me personally, I love Super Ugly and I love Takeover. I do, but Ether just was the more impactful one, and this is what happened. The people spoke. Period. The people spoke. Ether was that. Hove lost. Period. Hove kept trying to throw shots after that. None of it mattered. We heard Ether. That's the one that hit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel the same way about the whole Drake and Push thing. To be honest with you, that people come at me, why Push keep doing this and why he keep throwing shots and.
But the thing is, Push ain't even throwing the shots. It's Drake.
I beg. Hey, yo, man, when Drake got the song pulled off the.
I'm not letting y'all get that off.
What?
Pusha T can't throw a shot because Drake will take his verse off.
That's what I was getting into. That's exactly what I was getting into. Yeah, Drake going around getting verses removed.
When you driving in the lane and Matumbo's in the lane, you think he just gonna let you shoot? No, he goes block that shit.
Nah, but that's not. No, he's not blocking the shot. He's going to the refs. He's going to the refs and asking for a tech and to get him ejected from the game. That's not Matumbo blocking the shot and waving your finger. That's you saying, "Oh, he's fouling me. Get him out. Eject him." That's the difference. No, man. Let the man drop it on, man. That is so weak, man. That ain't rap. This ain't hip hop. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't like you Drake fans. You Drake fans need to get out of hip hop. You Drake fans need to get out of hip hop. You guys are soft. First of all, I never seen.
This is what this is.
That's what that is.
Drake is LeBron, dog.
That's what he is. That's what he is. Get out of here, man. You guys are soft, and they want to throw your numbers and success, dog. Okay, no shit.
Look, Drew, go ahead, defend your boy. Go ahead. You got the floor, defend your boy.
Out of here, man.
We've already talked about this. If you got the power, then use it. That's my thoughts. If you get the power, use your power.
Man, I just thought.
What do you mean? All is fair in love and war, nigga. This is war.
Okay. All right, but my point. So if y'all are talking more so the war as in human versus human. I'm talking about the war as in rapper versus rapper. So all that stuff you talk about, I don't really care about that because we're talking about rap. And what I don't like about Drake fans is that Drake himself is a rapper's rapper, and he considers himself that. He is a hip hop head. He is a rap historian. He is. I give him credit for that. So he knows what Pusha T is. His fans can try to diminish and yada yada yada. Drake got respect for Push. Drake got respect for Joe Budden. Drake got respect for them. You know what I'm saying? So this is
back in the day.
He idolized them exactly. That's my point. So people be trying to diminish them because they're not the pop star that Drake is, and figure that they're not worth Drake's time and all that. Nah, rap. You guys are rappers. Show that you're the better rapper and rap it out. And if somebody drops a verse about you, which is not even that scathing, and you go making phone calls to get it removed from albums, dog, that's the softest thing I've ever seen in rap. And his fans that endorse that and try to defend it are the softest people that I've ever seen in rap. You guys should not be allowed to talk rap anymore. You guys are weak. You guys are soft. And you guys are biased. And it's ridiculous. Aubrey's Angels, you guys suck. Period. And I like Drake. I don't hate Drake. I hate them.
See, here's my thing though, because I'm with Brando. I like Drake. I rock with Drake, but to me it's sore lose because when
exactly
you was doing this to Meek, he had a whole whole run at going at Meek, a whole victory lap.
Not even that. He's still going at Pusha Kanye. He's still going at them to this day. So, like, basically, this is what happened. Like, last month, Drake dropped the song, threw shots, pushes threw shots back the next month, and then Drake got it removed, and then all his fans say this is old. Oh, Pusha's trying to stay relevant. Man, get the fuck out of here. And first of all, I'm tired of the Pusha T disrespect. I'm also tired of that. Absolutely. I'm not a huge Pusha T. I respect him from VA. I love him. Don't get me wrong, but he's not what I ride around and listen to all the time. But people trying to diminish his career and act like he's just irrelevant. Like, dog, this is a successful person who's been relevant for the past 20 years. Stop it. You guys do not know what you guys are talking about. You're stupid, and you shouldn't be talking rap anymore. You just shouldn't. Just say you like pop music and Drake's your favorite pop star. Then leave it at that. That's cool.
Quiet as kept. Pusha has more classics under his belt than Drake does.
Classic what?
Albums. If we get into it. Yes. Lord Willing is a classic. Hell Have No Fear is a classic. That's two.
And Daytona.
And Daytona might be a classic.
It is a classic. Daytona's a classic. That's album of the year. It was album of the year. That's a classic.
3 classics.
Drake has Take
Drake
Care.
doesn't have 3 classics in his bag. That is true.
Take Care. Nothing Was the Same. I'll give him.
Drew don't know the same time. Drew's coming well.
I don't think Pusha T has all those classics, but
Those are no. You might not think that. Hip hop people. He has 3 classics. To the hip hop people, now, maybe not to the pop fans.
Is not gonna make a valid argument for Drake because they don't like Drake.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not no hip hop people don't. Hip hop.
Hip hop is not gonna say Drake has a classic album because he doesn't have a full hip hop album.
No, that's not true.
I say no. I think nothing was saying. I'm not gonna say it's a classic, but to me, it's in my eyes a personal classic.
And I think nothing was the same as Take Care of classics. I just gave him 2.
In my personal opinion, if you're reading this too late, is Drake's hip hop album.
Me too.
I love that.
I do too. I agree. 3 classics. Those are his 3 in my opinion.
I love that album.
Classic.
Yeah, that's my classic. If you're reading this too late, is mine.
I like that. Those are my top 3. Take Care. If you're reading this, and Nothing Was the Same.
Hey, but I do want to take the spotlight off of those boys really quick, and then give some highlight to Pop Smoke. Congratulations to him. His album went platinum. His posthumous album went platinum. So rest in peace, Pop Smoke. That's huge.
Rest in peace, Pop. Woo forever.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I wish he had been around to see this dog and had the opportunity to continue to create good music, but we lost a good guy in the game. So.
Rest in peace, Pop. Oh, shout out to 50 and I can't think of the other dude name now.
The other producer that helped execute.
Yeah.
He was
Tony Ayo? Yeah, Tony Ayo.
Yeah.
But
50 Cent.
I think that's a good transition into. I mean, unfortunately, it's very morbid, but it's a good transition into the whole Meg the Stallion situation that was recently brought up on Instagram.
Yeah. I don't even know how to start this, man. But so
Tory shot her.
Huh?
That's how you started. Nigga, Tory shot her.
Yes. So Meg came on.
Ain't no other way to slice it.
Meg came on IG Live, and she basically talked about what we've all been thinking, but she kind of brought to reality, saying that Tory Lanez shot her. And the crazy thing is, she said he shot her when she was outside of the car trying to get away. That's some
toxic. Yeah, it's toxic. Very toxic.
That's a whole move, dog. And that's not even like man to woman. Like anytime someone's leaving the scene and you shoot them when they're trying to get away, unless they break your house or something like that, is weak to me. So that's just, and people talking about trying to bring Chris Brown in it. I don't think. Look, I'm not trying to give Chris Brown a pass for what he did, but it's apples and oranges, man. This dude shot a woman.
Yeah.
So this is actually one of the weirdest stories that I've seen in general. I didn't know what to make of it. I came off a little kind of insensitive when the story first dropped. Not that was my intentions, just because I was so confused. More so I wanted more info, not to justify or anything like that. Nothing like that. You shot a lady. Not only you shot a lady, you shot Meg the Stallion, a superstar rapper at the time, the biggest star in the country. I just don't understand how you thought that was just going to end. I don't understand what you thought was going to be how you was going to get away with that, but that was stupid. You don't shoot a lady. You don't hit a lady. You don't shoot a lady, no matter what's going on. That's obvious. But
Brando,
you got to state the obvious nowadays. Don't shoot a lady. That's stupid. It's uncalled for. And it's sick. Tory Lanez needs to be deported. He's canceled forever. I'm pretty sure I don't see how he can come back from this. You shot and you shot the person that the ladies and the fellas love. This is dumb. That's just dumb. But I came off insensitive just for the fact that I was just had questions, not trying to question Meg's story. Just like, how did this come about? How does it happen to where
drugs?
Yeah, I definitely think being under the influence definitely was the cause of this incident. Obviously, tensions get heightened when people are under the influence, and obviously there's an argument that has escalated and things like that, especially in the car. We don't know what was said. We don't know who said what, who hit who. But we do know at the end of the day that it was unacceptable for Tory Lanez to even think about pulling out a firearm and shooting a woman. I mean, just point blank, just a man shooting a woman.
This is so unnecessary.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is senseless.
I had the opportunity to listen to a portion of the Joe Budden podcast with Maul, and Maul saying and obviously we all know this, is that no women and children. Like it could be your beef with a dude all day, but no women and children. And I think that was definitely a whole move for Tory to feel some type of way, get upset, and pull a firearm out on Meg and shoot her in the foot at that. And everything that's been going on in the country with social injustice and with black people being gunned down. I mean, who knows? What if Meg would have got shot by the police when they got pulled over? Because they thought when they arrived to the scene, they thought that she was the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? She was bleeding. They had the helicopters looking over her. If you look at the video,
and that's what she stated. That the reason that she was scared for Tory after he shot her.
Yeah, she was protecting him.
Yeah, she was scared like the police gonna snap on all of us. She probably didn't want Tory to die that night.
Yeah, she was definitely protecting him, and kudos to her.
And that goes to our previous episode with Cache. And Cache got a little emotional saying like black women cut for black men. Like black women are our protectors, always stand up for us. So even Meg being shot by this lunatic was still trying to protect him from law enforcement. And even more than that, after it was said and done, she tried to protect him in for his career. She didn't say anything publicly about it. So she could have damaged him publicly and she could have damaged him legally. So she protected him on both fronts.
She was moving like a dude, to be honest.
And let's be real. I heard I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna give any more shine than what he needs to get. There's a rapper that said, "Oh, Meg is 6 foot, Tory Lanez 5'2". Like y'all know, she could have been jumping on him. Now let me tell you.
What rapper said that? Who said that? I have to know.
I'm not gonna blow him up. But as a man who's been a woman that's hit me before, right? A woman has punched me dead in my face. Just randomly, not provoked, just randomly. You know what I'm saying? And my first thought was, I got to get out. I literally ran out of where we was at, had to get the hell out of Dodge. So I want to hear, oh, well, she could have jumped on him. As a man, you got to be stronger in that sense to walk away. I remember being like 4 years old. My mom sit me down like, if a woman ever hits you, you don't hit her back. You just got to get out of there. You got to do whatever it takes to get out of that situation. So I don't want to hear excuses. Oh, she attacked him, and then that's why he shot her. Unless she had a gun pointed at him, which we did not see, there's no excuses. So fuck Tory Lanez, fuck any guy that think he could put his hands on a woman, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Tory Lanez is dead wrong. No way around that. No way around that. Is weak. It's some bitch shit. I honestly don't understand what could have possibly happened. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I saw them first, because they've been kind of seen together for the last few months before all of this went down, the whole setup was kind of weird to me. I just didn't understand why. I just didn't understand the optics of that whole relationship. It always seemed weird to me. This to me, I didn't understand what she would want from him. You know, not just from outside looking at. I didn't see what the link was, but yeah, I don't be understanding how people get so emotional to where you're going to get to the point of shooting someone with a person that, from my knowledge, you haven't even been linked with for that long. It's not like you guys have real, times build up. You went through hard trials and tribulations together, and you got so much equity, put in. I don't understand, like, where's all this emotion come from other than the drugs, I guess. It got to be the drugs. You kind of answer my questions, because why would you want to shoot Meg? Like, even y'all, ego?
Weak-minded.
Yeah, I guess so. That's weak-minded. But yeah, I mean, it's not much to even say about that Meg situation. We don't know all the details, but so we can't really, dive into it too much other than to say that, you shot Meg, you shot a lady, that's fucked up. You're done. Period. There's much more to say about that, to be honest with you.
And I think to wrap this up, I think
Time out. Boy, we gotta get Drew stars. Drew ain't saying a word on this.
Oh, my fault.
My boy Drew get his shine on.
Go ahead,
I
Drew.
pretty much said everything. I mean, like you said, there ain't much to say about it. Like, he's fucked up. It should have never happened. Like, there's no reason at all you should be shooting a lady unless, like Jarvis said, if you feel like your life is threatened, like you feel like you're about to die, there's no excuse for it. But
I want to know the story, man. I gotta know this story. It's crazy. It's so crazy. I can't fathom how do you get to that point? I want to know what happened. Like, it's mind-boggling.
A combination of drugs and ego is what you get you there. To me, that's the only thing I can think of. But kind of as like a point in general, like to all you rappers, famous people, like you shouldn't have a gun. You should not have a gun on you. Like, if you're that famous, he had a security guard. Why do you have a gun? Like just don't have a gun on you, and none of this happens.
And my thing is apparently the security guard was driving. You mean to tell me that as a security guard, if you're in the car and you hear, everything that's going on, everything that's transpiring, you didn't decide to pull the car over and de-escalate the situation?
I mean, you can't blame man. Listen, man, you can't blame security. You can't blame nobody.
I'm not blaming it, but I'm just saying that's first off. This is what I'm getting paid for. I'm a security guard.
But I'm saying
I'm going to protect my client by.
I mean, he may have done that, and it's probably just when she was out the car and he shot her. He did
the car.
Yeah, that could have been that time.
The security guard could have got out, but like, Tory, chill. He could.
Yeah, that sounds like that makes actually a lot of sense. That probably did happen. I mean, if you want to speculate, like, yeah, you said the car was stopped. You said she was getting out the car, so maybe he did pull over and try to stop it, and she's trying to get away, and he shot her. I don't know. It's so weird. But either way, Tory Lanez, you're canceled. And the thing about it is, Tory Lanez is not making it better for himself right now. I get that, like, when you're going through a public case and in the court of law, that you have to be quiet. I get it. I get it to a certain extent, but I never understood that. Me personally, if the whole world is saying, like, I shot someone and it's justified, or if I think it's justified, I'm coming out immediately and telling you the whole story and at least trying to clear my name. Y'all ain't gonna be talking about me and saying I shot a lady and all that. Like, so if I'm innocent or justified. So obviously
his lawyer got to make a statement. Someone has to make a statement.
That's what I'm saying. Like, fuck what my lawyer say. I'm making statements, like, because innocence is innocence. I get the court of law. You got to fight the case. I get that, but y'all not gonna be dragging my name and saying this and that if stuff ain't true about me. So obviously, I can't say obviously, but it ain't looking good for Tory Lanez right now. And he had one of the biggest rise and falls in the past 3 months that I've ever seen in my life. He was on top of the world when his quarantine started, and then the end of the quarantine at the bottom of the dumps. It's just amazing to see. Life comes at you fast, man.
my man secured the entire bag.
Life comes at you fast, man. Hey, what's the worst things that is a man's downfall, though? Those ladies and that money. It make a smart man stupid. It'll make a smart man stupid every time.
To like become like one of the biggest artists. Like, he was like getting to that point. Like, quarantine radio. He just got off his deal. He was independent. Like, he had
people love chick tapes.
Exactly.
People was on that when he was remixing all those songs.
Hey, this is Tory Lanez's career. Is what he did.
Throw it away. Done with. Dunzo.
Hey, by the way, that might have been one of the weakest throws that I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he's Dunzo.
Nah, man. Let's get off Tory, man. Let's get off Tory, man.
I would say any man that puts his hands on a woman, dog, that just irks me, dog. That changed my entire mood. I don't understand the thought process of people that put their hands on women, like point blank, period. But anyways, let's move on.
Yo, Bryson Tiller, if you listening, yo, take over the Chicks Tape series, dog. Tory, dog.
No, we do not want Bryson Tiller. Keep him far away from the Chicks Tape series as possible. I don't like Bryson Tiller. I'm gonna admit that I don't like that guy.
What?
I don't like him.
Trap Soul is a classic.
I don't like him, man. If I knew how to sing, it'd be so easy to do what Bryson Tiller does. You know how easy that would be? Huh?
He doesn't even know how to sing like that to me.
Exactly. If I know how to harmonize a little bit better than I do, I can be Bryson Tiller right now. I swear to God. No, it's so easy to do what he does. The formula is so transparent. All you do. Drake uses this a little bit, but Bryson Tiller takes it to another level. You say things that you pander to the ladies and say the things that are going to resonate with them when it comes to their relationships in their lives. It's so easy.
R&B artist doesn't do that.
No, it's a difference. There's a difference. He's too obvious for my liking. It's just like Camilla Harris back there when she eats the hot sauce, trying to appeal to black people. I don't like that.
Black.
No. I'm saying that's what he does, but to ladies. No, I'm not saying that he. I missed my analogy, man. Yeah, I missed the whole analogy. The moment's passed. I'm not going back. But listen, what I'm trying to say is it's easy to do what Bryson Tiller does. Oh, baby, you were so hurt last night.
No. I'm not letting.
He ain't treating you right.
No. Bryson.
No.
Bryson Tiller came out of nowhere, dog, and dropped a classic on his dog.
He ain't treating you right.
With zero buzz.
Listen, all you gotta do is take a hurt lady, tell her the right things, and that's all that Bryson Tiller does. I see through him. Get him out of here. And like Jarvis said, he's not a great vocalist. It's not like he's giving us R. Kelly Usher tunes. He's singing these soft songs, pandering to women, telling them whatever they want to hear, dirty macking. Nobody want to hear all that shit. Get that soft shit out of here, man. That ain't real R&B.
Every R&B nigga ever.
Nah, he weak with it. Nah, he weak with it. He weak with it. Oh, baby, he hurt you last night. I would never do that to you. Ooh, that shit whack, man. Don't do that. Why are you good? Don't speak on.
Question, Brando. What R&B artist do you like?
I like Usher. I like
That's the same shit.
No, he doesn't. Usher is not doing that. Usher is getting his girl back from mistakes that he made. That's what Usher doing.
Talk about one album, Brandon.
No, his whole career. Did you make me want to leave the one I'm with? So the new relationship with you. He ain't talking to you about your man and what your man doing. Usher won't doing that. Usher won't doing that. Come on, man. Show some respect. Usher won't doing that weak shit.
Every R&B artist, Dirty Macs. They all do it. And in at least one album, they're Dirty Macking in one album.
Not the real nigga R&B singers. No, we don't.
Who?
No, not we. Because
Name them. Name them.
Chris Brown. You hear Chris Brown doing that? If maybe one song was a teenager, if he did that.
Chris Brown has definitely Dirty Mac.
This is probably bad timing with what happened this week, but I don't think Jaheim was doing that, even though he's a Trump supporter.
What happened? Wait, Jaheim?
Jaheim is a Trump supporter, yeah.
He was going in, dog.
Jaheim put that woman first? Jaheim is a Trump supporter?
Yes.
I know that. Oh, shit. Why he supporting Trump? What's his basis behind that?
I told you, hey, you know when us sometimes when we get a little bit of money, bro, we be acting a little funny, bro. You know how it go.
He said
he's on that tax break.
He says he's broke though. He was like he never made it. He said y'all can cancel him. He said I don't care because I don't own my masters. He said I don't perform because it's COVID. I don't make no money off music. Go ahead,
he need to be voting for fucking Bernie Sanders. Then this is what we need to be voting for. He should have handled that in the primaries. Yeah, he showed money now. Trump ain't gonna get him no money. Unless he want the unemployment. He on the unemployment. Was Jaheim getting it 600? He want that back? I don't know, man. But back to what I'm saying. Fuck Bryson Tiller. I'm not a fan of Bryson Tiller at all. I don't like Bryson Tiller. I hope that was harsh.
But to my point, I think Bryson Tiller is lazy, dog, because he dropped 2 albums in like 10.
Dog, it's so easy to.
I'm not letting you do that because
His last one was whack. His last one was light, dog.
Okay, listen. If we're gonna do that to Bryson Tiller, we also need to do that to Frank Ocean. So let's not do that.
I say the same thing.
We can't do that to Frank Ocean. We can say that.
Okay.
Bryson
he's living
Tiller
his
dropped
life.
2 albums in 8 years.
He's living his life.
Huh?
I don't get it.
Drew.
We all have lives.
All right, Drew. You go there right now.
Why is it?
Other artists have life too. Other artists have lives.
Why is it a necessity for him to drop an album?
He's an artist. What do you mean? You gotta drop albums, bro.
Well, what if he?
I mean, now as an artist, if you don't feel like doing it, you do it when the time is right. I don't mind that.
Not twice every 8 years, dog. Not twice.
I mean, if that's your artistry, that's your artistry. If that's the type of image you want to. I got that.
What?
I got that. Exact.
Dog, all I saw was.
Yo, what the? Oh my God!
He didn't disappear, bro. He disappeared.
Brando has left the stage, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, that's that Bryson Tiller karma, bro. Coming back to a dog talking that bullshit.
Dog, if we gotta name this podcast The Fall Off, dog.
Yo, when I tell you that my stomach is hurting right now, dog.
Dog, if this is not the clip of this week's episode, I don't know what is, dog. Where you go?
It's not funny, CJ. Get this chair out of here.
Yo.
You know, it's not me. Yo, his leg is broke. It's not me. I promise. I swear. I'm gonna fix it. I'm not about to say it. I'm fixing it.
Yo, I got a tear.
I'm not sitting on that.
Pause it, dog.
Yo, pause the tape, man. Yo,
Hey, pause it, dog.
I don't care how good of content you thought that was. We're getting rid of that. I can't sit here. I'm not sitting there no more, man.
Oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back. Episode 20. All right. That was funny, dog. Oh, man. That was my stomach. That all in a minute, bro. Players mess up too, though, right?
Hey, man. Hey. Wait, no, you fall down 7 times, you get up 8. You know?
Here you go.
Let's go.
It's happened to the best of them. Happened to Beyonce. It happened to everybody.
You know, I'm of that elk.
So speaking of falling off, Trey Songz, man. I'm not really familiar with the story, but Trey Songz has some rape allegations?
He has some sexual misconduct. Let's say that.
Yep, sexual
misconduct allegations. So when I first heard this, like my thought was like, damn, Trey Songz, really? But I was like, Trey Songz, he doesn't really need to do all that. No one needs to do all that, but like Trey Songz of all people. But then, like, I think a lot of men is not even say that Trey Songz is guilty of whatever is going on because I don't know the situation. But a lot of men feel like since they can get any woman in their eyes, they can do anything and handle them any type of way. Not to say Trey Songz did that, but if he did, that's foul. Y'all have more information on this than me, so.
I don't have that much information on it, but I will say this isn't his first allegations of sexual misconduct, I guess. He denies it. So we just gotta. I get a lot of flack for saying this sometimes, but I'm not going to change that. You have to wait to see these things play out. The crazy things happen. You just don't know. You just have to wait and see till the information come out. But I will say this, as I said for Tory, excuse me, as of right now, it's not looking good for him.
Yeah,
it's not looking good for him.
So essentially what happened was Selena Powell, I believe is the girl's name, had an interview I think with one of her friends, or she was referring to a friend that had, was talking to Trey Songz or had sex with Trey Songz. Yeah, of course, like I said, all these are accusations, but apparently during their, time of intimacy afterwards, Trey Songz, urinated on her in the bathroom and held her phone and told her that she can't leave and things of that nature. It is nasty. It's very nasty. And then obviously Trey Songz went to Twitter and to Instagram to basically try to defend himself and saying that you guys believe what you want, blah, blah, blah. Then Keke Palmer also, very briefly stated that, I've told you guys about Trey Songz. I think there's a clip from 16 or 17?
Not too long ago. Yeah, a couple years ago, a few years ago.
Yeah, saying that, there were some things with Trey Songz, but she didn't want to put out about him being, doing sexual misconduct and things like that. I mean, it's nasty right now for Trey Songz. It doesn't look good.
Doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's not a good look. I mean, obviously, you would think that somebody of his caliber, women will be flocking to him, left and right. He wouldn't have to ever do this. No man should honestly really ever have to do this. Because at some point there's somebody for somebody, right? There's always somebody for another person. But Trey Songz, like I said, to be of that caliber and to have to get into this bag and to be accused of all these things is very concerning. So I'm hoping
this goes back to the male ego, dog.
Yeah, I'm hoping that these things aren't true. But unfortunately, we've seen that this has been a pattern, especially with celebrities and athletes.
Yeah, I believe Keke Palmer, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't believe Selena Powell. I mean, who knows? But his name has been put in these type of situations multiple times, more than twice, to be honest with you. And I think this needs to be a lesson to not just celebrity men, but your average man. Is just relax. Sometimes just relax. From the Trey Songz story, I just feel like he's just doing too much. Like, even if he gets acquitted of all of this, which, I mean, you're just doing too much. You don't need us. I say us, not me included, because I don't behave this way. But us as the male species, a human male species, or whatever you want to call us. Do better, man. We can't be being overly aggressive out here. Even if you think somebody's feeling you, or you think that y'all were kicking it off all night, the second you feel the vibe changes, go home. You don't listen, man. You don't have to have sex that night. Let's just be clear. Let's just get straight to the point. You don't have to have sex every time. Sometimes you're gonna go and you're not gonna have sex that night. Live to fight another day. Maybe the next day, some other girl may want you the next time you go and have fun or whatever. But go home.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest part of this, the biggest takeaway from this, is just make sure that it's consensual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like exactly.
Don't ever.
Fellas, it's not that hard. I remember many moons ago. I'm in college, and I want to share this for all the young brother listeners that are listening. I just want to drop some game on y'all. So I was in college, and I'm I have a young lady at my apartment. I lived in the village, 1-bedroom apartment. You know what I mean? But anyways, so we one thing leads to another, and we're
escalated.
We're fornicating, right? So we're doing our thing, and in the middle of it, bruh, she said stop. So my father always told me no means no. When one says no, that's no. I don't care how good it's getting. So I jumped out. Immediately jumped out. And she was like, why'd you stop? You said stop. And she said, no, I be saying stuff like that, it turns me on.
Nah, I'm cool.
And my eyes lit up. I'm like, oh, nah. I don't play those type of games. Like, once I hear no, I'm done. I was immediately turned off. It went from this to...
Exactly. That's how I be. I'm the same way. Like, if I'm like, that's a perfect example, because this is how it has to be. You're exactly right. No matter how far things got, like, The minute I feel you ain't feeling the Brando, then the Brando gonna move on. Like you just don't want to go through all of that. Like you're not feeling me, fine. Tomorrow, maybe the next lady might feel the Brando tomorrow. But for you to get all aggressive and
The Brando.
yeah, man. You're not feeling me, yeah.
The Brando.
Not feeling the Brando, maybe the next lady will feel the Brando, but there ain't no need for me to get all aggressive. Go, listen, man, listen. I know sometimes you get in a moment, you might have the drugs and the alcohol in you guys' system, and you think things are getting frisky, and then it takes a turn that you didn't want it to take, and she's not feeling that no more. She could change her mind. Listen, go home and go handle that yourself. Go home and handle that yourself then, and leave her alone and let her maybe hit you tomorrow if she don't. Oh well, just move on and live to fight another day. But most importantly, protect the lady. Don't do that. Don't be aggressive. Don't even start talking shit. Don't cuss her out. It's more attractive if you just leave. Trust me, just leave. Like don't be pressed. I'm telling you, the ladies would like you more. Don't be all pressed. Like don't be pressed for it. And at this point, especially somebody in Trey Songz position or anybody of our age bracket, you should have had enough sex in your life at this point to where you can live with another day without it, and maybe hark back on your old experiences. I don't know, but just don't. Just be smart. Don't be an asshole. Don't be aggressive. Be cool. Just be cool. Relax, be cool, and if you live by those type of things, you just keep yourself out of trouble. But protect our ladies. Our ladies need protecting. Trey Songz, you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. I know that you're a sex symbol, and a lot of ladies clamor for you. So it's a lot of times people in that position feel that everybody's going to feel that way about them. But there's some ladies that have standards and morals. I don't care who you are. I'm not going to duck those just because you're Trey Songz. And I like those type of ladies, to be honest with you. Those are my type of ladies. But so some people are not going to just go for it because you're Trey Songz. So you got to take that L. Man, if you want to piss on girls, I'll let you piss on them. It's not my cup of tea or my glass of wine. But if that's what the ladies let you do consensually, then piss away. Piss away.
I can't.
But,
I don't like pissing in the shower, so I'm definitely not peeing on.
Yeah, I'm not into the peeing on it. I don't want to degrade my lady with that. I'm not into the degradation.
I feel like it's one of the most disrespectful things that you can.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. I don't get that, man. That's all. Yeah, I don't get that.
Pissing on them, that's crazy. That's a wild bag to get into.
It's a nasty, but it's a nasty world that people like being spit on, spit in the mouth, pee.
Yeah, that's not me. But to each his own. Listen. Don't offend anyone. Do not offend anyone. Because if it's consensual, I ain't got a problem with it. To each his own. Do what makes you do it. Get your rocks off. I don't give a fuck. Do it. Get your rocks off. I don't care. But don't be peeing on nobody involuntarily and all that shit. Shitting in people's mouth when they ain't knowing you doing that and all that type of shit. Because people enjoy shitting in mouths. You'd be surprised at the shit people love. I'm not making this up. People want shit in their sex life. They want literal.
Wasn't that the 2 girls 1 cup joint? From back in the day?
I remember that joint.
I'm not making this stuff up. Man. People are weird. Let me not say weird, because to each his own.
You can't fetish.
Yeah, people have weird fetishes. Just people have weird. I don't want to say weird. I probably got my own fetishes that make. Not about me. No.
I don't think I have any crazy fetish. I know I saw something where some dudes licking on armpits.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get into the armpit bag.
All right, bro.
I don't get into the piss bag and the shit bag. But hey, man, you got to talk about these things, Drew.
So far as Trey Songz go, do y'all think this is gonna quietly go away, or you think it's gonna be something to where there's gonna be legal action on him?
I think it depends on how far the girls take it, how far they take their case or whatever against them.
Yeah, I don't think, like I said, I don't think there has been a rape allegation. I think there's more so just the sexual misconduct. So, and maybe a little bit of abuse. I don't know. Maybe
here's the thing, though. I used to think that.
R. Kelly.
When I was a young boy, I say, you know what? If someone, I'm not gonna say woman, but someone falsely accuses someone of sexual misconduct or rape, anything like that, my initial thought process was whatever jail time the person was going to get, they should get that person.
Well, so why have you changed? What has changed? Why don't you feel that way anymore? Because I still feel that way.
I'm gonna tell you what changed. A lot of women are scared. I'm gonna leave the women. I'm gonna say a lot of people are scared to come out in regards to admitting to being raped. It's like a shame that they feel. So I feel like with the threat of possible jail time there, if the person is proven innocent, that they'll be even more fearful to come out with it. Because out of every 10 girls, I shit you not, out of every 10 girls I've ever talked to in my life, on average, at least 4 to 6 of them has admitted to being sexually abused at some point in their life.
That's scary. That's a scary thing to say. That's very scary. And I get your point when it comes to that, but I would still stand by what I said. And to your old point, because it's I feel that the process to prove somebody's caught blatantly lying about it, there should be something done.
Yeah, if it's blatant.
This is what I'm saying. Like, if somebody's caught blatantly, like, like, this is just obviously fabricated. All the evidence shows that, and you did that to someone. You need to be, because for one, a man can't come back from that even if he's innocent. Mm-hmm. Once that smut is on your name, that smut don't go away.
Yeah.
I don't care how innocent you are. Like, you went through that in your lifespan, and nobody ever forgets that, and that can ruin somebody for their whole life. So that type of thing is serious, because you messing with livelihoods, and not only a man's livelihood but his family's livelihood. He may have children. He can't get work. He's looked at as, this and that in the public eye, which is huge. So there has to be harsh consequences for getting caught in that lie. It's hard to do. I'm not saying that I have the answers to how we can kind of draw that line to make it comfortable to where women don't feel it's going to happen to them if they're telling the truth, and they can go to court and a guy can like just be better at them in court and lose and they go to jail. Something like that. No, I'm not advocate. I would hate for that to happen. But
not only this ultimately hurts Trey Songz as a person. Trey Songz was actually out in the trenches doing really good work for social injustice and
yeah, everybody's saying that's fake now. Because they said that he knew this movement, so he wanted to be MLK, get his MLK on real quick and try to get ahead of this and, clean up his image a little bit. Because they say he went dark, that he deleted all his gram. Because this stuff has come up before.
And he recently had a son, too.
Yeah. He tried to come back as a family man, grow the little beard out. This is what the people are saying. I'm just, he tried to grow the beard out, be a social justice warrior, and he living like this. So now, not unfortunately, but all that's gonna get erased now.
And I mean,
all that work he did gonna get erased.
And like I said, the last episode you're on, we all have girls. Like, this sitting around, like, if you actually sit down and like interact with women about their fears.
Oh yeah, it happens all the time.
They had to think about stuff that we're not even cognizant of. They got to think about, okay, like, I'm at a party with my friends. We got to stay in a group together. I can't be alone with a guy. I saw a post earlier. My homegirl, she said that sometimes she fears what a man might do to her if she turns him down. She says
turns him down. Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff that I'm like unlearning as I go. Like, wow, like that communication.
Yeah, don't say this, don't act like that. Yeah, and no, men have a responsibility, and that's why. Excuse me. When I started this whole topic, I was saying like, hey, men, go home. Stop being aggressive. Like, just take your quote unquote L. Is it even an L? I mean, you didn't have that yesterday. You didn't have it today. So just move the fuck on. Oh well, like live the fuck.
And I say this as having a father with a daughter. And I'm sure that y'all boys can attest to this as well. Bruh, if anybody was to ever do or say anything to my daughter.
It's war.
Bruh,
all out war.
You will feel every wrath.
It's all out war.
Me, bruh. I will kill you, bruh. I'm not playing. I will definitely.
All out war. And it's a shame that we got to walk around thinking about stuff like this all the time. But we do. Yeah, as fathers. We got to walk around. And also, let me have a message to the ladies. If a male in your life or just a male in general says, "Hey, be on the lookout for this. Be cognizant for that. Hey, don't do this because it brings this type of attention, or don't act like that because you're bringing this type of person. You come into his sight." That's not a man endorsing a man's behavior or saying what they're doing is right. No, we shouldn't have to be telling you that. But reality is reality. So you do have to be safe. And you do have to take extra precautions as a female to protect yourself. And a man giving you those things, if he's like genuinely like saying, hey, this is what happens out in the world, so do this, act like this, don't do that. That's not necessarily a man like saying, hey, blaming you for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not. I think sometimes the ladies get that misconstrued. It's a fine line. For instance, for example, if I tell my grandma, "Hey, grandma, clutch your purse when you're walking down the street. This is a bad neighborhood." That's not me saying that it's your fault that these guys are doing this to you, but it's saying that these guys are this is life. Protect yourself.
Yeah.
So if a guy's coming at you in that type of thing, sometimes listen, because guys know how other guys behave sometimes, and we can see the type of environment that you're walking into, or we can see the type of mindset that this guy that you're dealing with is talking to. And if another man tells you like, yo, I don't think that's the type of thing you should be doing or going down that route, sometimes listen to him, or at least take it in consideration, because guys know, we know what other guys be like, the same way ladies be like, oh, I know what that, we know how ladies be like, oh, I know what she think. I know how girls are. I know how girls get down. Same with the fellas. So sometimes listen to us when we're coming to you with these type of advice. It doesn't mean that we're blaming you. We're not saying that you're at fault, and we're not saying what those guys are doing are right. We're just saying that wrong happens in this world. There's evil in this world. Keep yourself protected.
And be
period.
Proactive. Be proactive.
Exactly. Be proactive in protecting yourself as a woman. And it's a shame that you have to do it. And us as men should be a part of protecting them. But at the end of the day, sometimes you're going to have to walk alone in life, and the man going to be there. So when you're walking alone in life, just try not to bring that type of attention to you, Like just the same way girls say, hey, don't be on the internet flashing money, flashing this, flashing that. You're setting yourself up as an easy rob, right? So just remember that when you're dealing with these predator men. Don't make yourself an easy lick. That's all I'm saying. Don't be getting too drunk at the parties and doing too many drugs around these strange men that you don't know. That's all.
I seen that at ODU. I ain't gonna front. I was at a party, and I seen this dude like this smooth walk past this girl and drink, and all of a sudden I tossed that shit on the ground, dog. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Exactly.
That's my first like. And then another time in college, like these two girls, they were drunk. And these dudes are just straight up like lurking, like vultures, like literally like vultures, dog, like just following them around. Like I'm like, yo, I told my man Justin, like, yo, let's stay close to make sure that they're good, because I don't want anything, to happen to them. So we started walking. I was like, yo, they with us. And dude's like, yo, what you mean they ain't with y'all? Like, they with us. We got them. It was like, all right, bro. And like the next day, I saw these same young ladies on campus, and they had no recollection of ever seeing me the night before.
At ODU, I've been in that same situation. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been in situations where I don't forgot my whole night. And I'm not like no lightweight out here where I be like, nah, like shit's real out here. Yeah. The shit is real out here. And hey man, you guys, man, do better. You guys probably don't get no girls, and that's probably why. If you really want to get down to it, that's probably what is happening here. If you need to be following a group of girls around all night and checking the other group of guys to see, is she with you? If you gotta ask another man, is she with you and all that, you pack it up and go home, because you just don't get. You're not a girl getter. You're just not, because you wouldn't be doing all of that. You wouldn't be doing all that. You just figure it happen eventually. You go about your night as a normal person, and girls come to you or this falls through. That's what natural girl getters do. You don't go through all of this drama. You don't go through all of this drama and all of this heat, all of this. Well, does she want me, or is this? Oh, make sure we're not raping. Make sure we're not sexually assaulting. People that get girls, still don't come up in question. You just getting a girl. She's liking you. If she's not liking you, you're moving on. That's what normal girl getters do. That's what normal girl getters do. But you guys, man, you guys don't get girls, and you talk about it a lot like you do. Real dudes that get girls are not this aggressive. It doesn't take this much aggression. You be sweet, kind, charming, smile, smile, something. But y'all up here being all aggressive, rude, come here, ma, something like that. Don't act like that.
Hey, come here, ma.
That's how they be. Don't act like that. Don't act like that. Be cool. Be gentle.
Drake should have called his album "Natural Girl Getter" instead of "Certified Lover Boy."
Natural girl getter.
Natural Girl Getter, dog.
Yeah, man, they're not real girl getters, man. I'm not real, and I'm not neither. I'm not neither. I'm not neither. I'm not.
But to end this,
But I know the formula. I know the formula, and that ain't it. That ain't it. I know that. I say that.
To move
That ain't the
on from
formula.
this, like Brandon said, like, you know, all of us raising daughters, we definitely have a hard job. But I think it's even more important for those of us with sons. So Jarrell's the only one here with a son, but
Get your sons.
like it's even more important for those with sons. Like you got to raise your son to be a good man. Like
Gentlemen. Raise a gentleman.
Absolutely.
So it's even more important for that.
agree.
Absolutely. My little,
I agree.
my little man's definitely gonna be in that bag.
You gonna be an NGG, natural girl getter?
MGG.
And he's already there right now on the ground. Little curly hair, man, and everything. Man, he be running around, bro.
He already got it. So he not gonna have to be aggressive, you know? He could just talk and have a cordial conversation. How was your day? You want to go get some ice cream? You know, what happened to that? What happened to that? Get a nice walk in the park. Everybody want to get to it right. Just that microwave generation where everybody want to get to it right then. You know, everybody want to have sex immediately. Just wait. Some girls like to have sex immediately. Some don't. For the girls that do, have at it. For the girls that don't, wait it out. If they don't want you, move on to the next one. I may want to someday. I just don't understand all the aggression, all the angst, all the rape and rapey attitude. It's just disgusting.
It's nasty. You're right. It is nasty.
It's just disgusting. It's just do better. Have more finesse in your game. Have more finesse in your approach, and don't be aggressive. And if you have a good approach, this is my last thing on this, because this is very important. This is very important. If you have if you do the right approach and it doesn't work for you, that doesn't mean once it works that girl is bad. You know what I'm saying? So you feel you came as a gentleman and she turned you down. Doesn't mean turn savage immediately after she turns you down, going to the fuck you and all this and that. Don't do that, because she might want you another day. She might not have wanted you that day. She might have a boyfriend. You might see her again and they broke up and she might want you. But you done cussed her out now. You done cussed her out. So now she's never going to want you because you're a clown.
Facts.
Now you're known as a clown to her and her friends. Now you're in a group chat getting clown emojis put next to your name because you're too aggressive. You don't know how to be patient. You don't know how to have finesse in your game.
I know what Jorel about to do. I already know what Jorel about to pull up, dog.
What?
The Facebook post I posted yesterday about the girl not responding. You gotta keep shooting.
No, yeah. Look,
It's not a problem. Don't have a problem with that. So you could.
in the DM,
Shooters,
you gotta keep shooting, bro. You gotta.
But I'll be
I don't
real,
mind shooting. I don't mind that.
I always thought it was weird when I see a dude, hey, beautiful, I just want to introduce myself to you, Can I get your number? No. Well, you ugly anyway.
Yeah.
Like, man, really?
You wanted her. That goes to what Drew was saying. It's that ego. It's that male ego, which I don't. It's just male ego. I can be turned down. Me personally, I don't mind being turned down. Like, oh well.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay, so time out. We gotta get to another topic, dog. So,
What's up?
like me, everyone knows me back when I was single. But the one thing I was fearful of was like being in a small group, like at a small kickback. And you shoot your shot, and everyone see you get turned down, dog. Like that's mad embarrassing. Dog. I ain't gonna front. But out and about in the public, I can get turned down in the mall, get turned down on campus, whatever. I get turned down in front of my boys. But in a small setting where you can't leave, dog, you gotta sit there for the rest of the night, and like she's around. I never took any shots at like small gatherings. Never.
I mean, when it comes to that, I can see your angst, but I mean, when it comes to something like that, so what you got to do, there's ways around that. There's ways around that. You shoot your shot and take your L, and you can have fun with your L for the rest of the night. That's all you do with that. Just have fun with your L for the rest of the night. Talk about it. Don't make it the elephant in the room. Bring it up.
No, bro.
Bring it up. I liked her. She ain't like me back. Down. Without being aggressive. You can do that without being down. I liked her. She don't like me back. Oh, let's do that. But it's easy.
Jarvis is capping, bro. He took his L one time in public, bro. Meet you at BJ. The HU at meet you at BJ. hey, we're not gonna get into that, bro. But
Don't be putting that man out here like that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Remember the girl from Suffolk, Jorel, on campus? And I was like, yo, you from? Remember the girl turned me down in front of you, started getting your. I forgot what she said, dog, but she turned me down something crazy, dog. And Jorel started getting his roll on right there on campus. But let's move on. So, last episode, we had the album of the year for 2010, which was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah.
One. So we're gonna continue with that, and it's gonna be a culmination, as Drew stated last episode, where we get like the best rap albums from the decade, and then we're gonna do like a whole big tournament to see what the best album of the decade was. So we're moving on to the year 2011, which is the year I graduated from college. You know what I'm saying? This was a good year. This was a good year.
I mean, compared to 2010, which 2010 was some shit, but
it was a really good year for hip hop, actually.
This definitely was a good year.
So the first matchup we have is Watch the Throne versus Sideline Story from J. Cole. Watch the Throne, Kanye, and Hove, which Jorel feels the better album than Good Kid, Mad City. But we're not going to talk about that right now. So I think this is an easy win for Watch the Throne. I hated Sideline Story, especially coming off of Cole's Friday Night Lights mixtape and the warm-up. A
lot of the songs that were on Friday Night Lights, on Sideline Story, were on
first album.
Yeah.
I actually like Sideline Story though, to be honest.
I mean, some of the songs were from the warm up.
I thought it wasn't terrible.
Like Hit It in the Morning was on. In the Morning was on that joint with Drake.
Lights,
was on the warm up.
Had Lights, Please. Had Mr. Nice Watch with O.
I like the abortion song.
Those are good songs.
Yeah, like it wasn't terrible.
I'm gonna Watch the Throne.
It was definitely Cole's worst album.
And it had the joint with Missy. Nobody's Perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
the sequence of it and the sound of it really didn't flow together.
Yeah. But let's be real. It's not even close. Like it's just want to give a little like the sound.
I'm gonna Watch the Throne on that easily. Me personally, I'm gonna Watch the Throne.
So next up we have Section 80 versus Live Love ASAP.
That's tough.
Long live ASAP.
It is Long Live ASAP.
Long live ASAP.
Long Live ASAP. Yeah. Actually, I'll be real with you, dog. Like,
what's the other album you said? Long live ASAP, man.
Section 80.
Oh, Kendrick.
Yeah.
I'll
be honest with you, dog. Like, Section 80 was cool with me, but it wasn't my cup of tea.
That shit is fire.
I gotta go back, bro. At the time, it was my cup of tea. I was on like my Big Crit back then. On his, you remember how it was back in the day. Yeah. So that's what I was on.
Section 80 is fire. I mean, like I said in the previous podcast, Section 80 is my favorite Kendrick.
What you roll? I'm rolling with Section 80 in this matchup. What about y'all?
I'm going Long Live ASAP. On this one. And not only that was that album was good.
No. It's not Long Live ASAP.
Long Live ASAP is the mixtape, correct?
Live Love ASAP is Long Live ASAP is the album. That was in 2013. That's not.
So we're comparing a mixtape to an album because Section 80 a mixtape or album?
It's considered it's a mixtape and an album, but technically that's Kendrick's first.
Same with this ASAP. They're both in that same realm where it's a mixtape / album. That's fair. It's not a bad. We can still keep it going. I'm still going with ASAP on that because I figured that ushered in a new sound. It brought that southern trap beat up north, the trap sound up north, and it was more. I just feel it was more impactful on the culture at that time. Now overall, Kendrick is. I'm not trying to say ASAP is more more impactful than Kendrick, but at that time, that sound, that fashion, the way they were dressing. That started a new wave for a while with the ASAP album. So based off of impact, and I personally like those ASAP songs a little more. I'm giving that to ASAP over Section 80, but there's not a hill I'm gonna die on because I understand that the level of artistic expression that the Kendrick album was at that point in time.
Drew stay disappearing. Drew, why you be disappearing like that, dog?
Y'all switched up.
My battery about to die, dog. We've been on this shit for a minute, bruh.
We have been potting for a while. But
So,
But yeah, Section 80 for me.
Section 8 for me. Drew?
Section 80, yeah.
It's that for me.
The Carter 4 versus Lasers. To be honest with you, both albums are whack to me.
Carter 4 is underrated. Very underrated album.
What was on the Carter 4?
Underrated. Carter 4 had How to Love. Carter 4 had How to Love. It had John. It had Blunt Blowing. It had Abortion. It had this. It had all of those beats were the same. We had Bun B. You know, the intro, the interlude, and the outro were all the same beat. That Drake beat. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Whatever y'all say. I stopped listening to Wayne after C3 and Lasers.
Carter 4 is very underrated. Carter 4 had one of Wayne's biggest songs of his career.
How Love?
Yeah.
How Love was dope. So this based on the fact that I liked How Love more than anything on Lasers, I'm going with C4.
6 Foot 7 Foot was a huge hit too.
That was on 4?
Yeah. 4 had a lot of hits. Like, y'all sleeping on 4. 4 had hits. It had another song with Drake too, didn't it?
He will.
She Will. Yeah.
Well, that's better than Lasers then.
Yeah, they had Abortion, and it had Nightmares from the Bottom.
Lasers was not a good album.
That's Lupe, ain't it? The Lupe album, right? Yeah.
That just sucked. That sucked.
Carter 4. Carter 4 easily for me. That's for me.
Yeah,
Carter 4.
Y'all Wayne, why y'all listen, man? I'm sick of the Wayne disrespect from everybody. Because the problem with the Wayne disrespect is that this Wayne disrespect be coming from people who were impacted by Wayne throughout their whole lives. Y'all love Wayne, but y'all don't want to give him the proper flowers that he deserves. Why don't y'all put Wayne where y'all put Hove and Nas and stuff? Why don't y'all do that to Wayne? Because y'all loved him. I don't care what y'all say. All of these hip hop heads, you lyricist people, you conscious rap listeners or whatever you want to call yourselves, you guys love the Wayne, and y'all listen to Wayne more than y'all listen to anybody else, and act like it when you grow up and grow older, and put him in y'all all-time favorites and act like he did that for y'all lives. Wayne did something for y'all lives. He taught y'all.
Are you done?
Wayne, yes.
I think people put Wayne in his proper place. I think generally, like our generation, I'm not talking about like my dad's generation, like the 90s dudes.
No, ours.
Like everyone that I talked to has like Wayne in their top 5.
Yeah.
In our generation.
Did
Let's
you?
Let's on the block of old heads. Like, yeah, I remember back in 95, dog. I had
yeah, I'm like Wayne. Yeah. Do you got Wayne in your top 5?
Am I top 5?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Do you have one in your top 5?
No. Listen. If he's not in my personal top 5, but overall, he's top 5.
Is he in your personal top 5?
No.
What about you, Jorel?
Nah, maybe top 10.
Okay. All right. The reason I say this is for people like you two. I know that you guys acknowledge what Wayne is. I get that. But the fact that he's not in y'all top 5 is strange to me, because I want to around you guys through your teenage years. I wasn't around you guys much. But my guess is you probably listen to Wayne more than you guys listen to any other artists.
Not me.
Everyone
in my top 5, I can tell you I listen to more than Wayne.
I give you Nas maybe. Who have you listened to more than Wayne? Answer that for me.
Top 5? So my top 5, Nas, not in any particular order. Nas, Jay-Z. I listen to more Jay-Z than Wayne. Biggie, Jorel, no. That's all I listened to that's all I listened to back in middle school was Biggie. So Biggie, the 4th spot. Who got my 4th spot? Joe Budden, and my personal 4th spot. And everyone knows I listen to Joe Budden more. I listen to Wayne. And then that 5th spot's where it gets tricky. So that 5th spot, that's up for grabs for me. Like J. Cole has my 5th spot, my personal top. He has my 5th spot personally, and I listen to J. Cole way more than I listen to Wayne. But I'm not gonna put J. Cole over Wayne in like top 5, period, because Lil Wayne has done too much. Lil Wayne been at this since like 98, 99. If we being real, and Lil Wayne has shifted the culture. Like all these young dudes are miniature Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne and Kanye's, a whole bunch of Wayne and Ye's.
Yeah,
is what the rap game is right now.
So we're going with C4. So the last one in this round is Take Care versus Ambition.
That was
Wale.
Yeah.
Take Care. Yeah, Take Care easily.
Take Care. I think Ambition was
it was real good.
Yeah.
Ambition was a solid album. Don't sleep. Ambition was a very solid album. Very
What
solid.
was the one before Ambition? The first Wale album.
Attention Deficit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So coming from the hills of that, like it was like
It's just a deficit wasn't bad though. That wasn't bad.
it was a different sound though. It was like that. I feel like Attention Deficit was like Wale for like.
That was his first album with MMG.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, Ambition was his first album.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Ambition was his first album with MMG.
Attention Deficit was like only the people listening to Attention Deficit around me, like people from like Northern Virginia, DC area. Like
no, that was that was his first one to where he branched out on Attention Deficit. That was like people were from all over the globe, not over the globe, but all over the country. Yeah, that was his first mainstream album, I would say. Because he had some hits up there. He had some hits on Attention Deficit. He had some hits up there.
I was saying Ambition was his album when he branched out. Like when he became Wale as we know him today. That was his coming out party to me.
I can see it. All right. I'm rolling.
But I'm still going to Take Care over Ambition.
Easily.
Before we go to the next round, I forgot to give the honorable mentions. So real quick, honorable mentions. So TM103, that was 2011.
Like it. I'm a fan.
Self-Made Volume 1. MMG
Big fan.
That should have been on the bracket.
I'm a big fan of Self-Made Volume 1. I'm a big fan of that.
Goblin, Tyler Creator. That was 2011.
People like that. Not my cup of tea.
That was 2011.
Hey, we can't hear you, bro.
What?
You were fading out. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Rolling Papers, and then Finally Famous. Big Sean was 2011 too.
Why wasn't that on the list? Why wasn't Finally Famous on the list?
I sent y'all the bracket. Y'all said nothing, so that's what happened.
Take care is beating all of that. It don't matter.
All right, so next round, we have Watch the Throne versus Section 80. Easy going, Watch the Throne. Not close to me. Just from a production standpoint, just from just going out. Like me and my boys used to go out to the album. Like that's like the perfect like night album. You see the skyline from Houston. You going to downtown Houston. That was me. Watch the Throne easily.
Yeah, Section 80 was great, but Watch the Throne, like I said, it's in my top.
Watch the Throne. Watch the Throne for me.
Y'all already know how I feel. Y'all know how I feel.
The next matchup is a tough battle though. C4, the Carter 4 versus Take Care.
The student versus the teacher.
I'm taking the student, and I'm taking the student.
I'm taking Take Care too.
Take care. Come on.
Take care.
That shit hurt Brando, dog.
Let's take care.
So now we have Watch the Throne versus Take Care, which is not that hard a battle for me. I got Watch the Throne. I don't got to think twice about it.
I got Watch the Throne as well.
Dog. Both of these albums should be put into the final bracket. If we being real, dog, they both should be put there.
I mean, but
for the whole decade?
Yeah. But Watch the Throne is a better album than Take Care. Top to bottom.
I disagree. I'm going to Take Care over Watch the Throne.
Bro, that is wild.
It's not that. What do you mean? It's not wild. It's freaking Take Care and Drake. What you talking about? It's not wild at all. Take Care? All those hits?
I mean, don't act like Watch the Throne ain't got all those hits.
It has a couple. It has
yeah. It has more hits than Take Care.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
Brando, let's go. Pull your phone out.
It has Watch the Throne has 2 hits. It has 2 hits.
Watch the Throne only has 2 hits?
Yes.
Okay, name them.
Niggas in Paris and maybe Otis. Where's the other hits?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay. I think Watch the Throne's a better album, but I think individual hits Take Care got that.
It has way more.
That's when the Weeknd was like.
Weeknd did like 3 songs. Does not make the whole Take Care like his
week. In a while.
That was a hit.
Yeah, that was a good. It's a classic song. It's the difference between a hit and a classic song.
Yeah, do you mean hits or more bangers?
That's what I'm saying. More bangers.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. From top to bottom, Watch the Throne is a better album than Take Care.
Take Care isn't a banger album.
I would still argue. Wait. I would still argue that Take Care has more bangers. I still can argue that.
What about Gotta Have It?
Okay. What about when it was Oakland? With Tyga and Wayne.
That was any
song with Tyga on it ain't fucking with no
Yes, it is. This Tiger song, yes, it is. I'm the fucking man. What's the song? What's the song? What am I singing? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm the fucking man. Hear me down.
Right? Or is that?
No, that's another banger.
Right is with Lil Wayne.
No, this song I'm talking about with Wayne too. With Wayne and Tiger.
Headlines,
The
the motto.
The motto.
Oh yeah.
That's a
They
banger.
got more bangers, Jarrell. They got
Headlines.
Make Me Proud, the motto.
Make me proud.
Bro, this has
True Love.
Lift Off, Niggas in Paris.
Lift Off.
Gotta have it. Bro, Lift Off is a hit.
It's not a hit.
No, it's not, man.
It's a good song in comparison to what Drake has on Take Care.
No, it's not. It's a
What about Who Gonna Stop Me?
Those aren't hits, Jorel. Those are just really good songs.
I'm not saying they're hits. I'm saying they're better songs than what Drake has on Take Care.
I disagree with that too. I don't think they're better songs. I think that Lord Knows is a classic song. I think that Lovin' the Crew is a classic song. I think that the Motto is a classic hit song. I think Headlines is a classic single. Marvin's Room is a classic. The intro.
Marvin's Room.
Did Michael Jordan still got his hoop earring in? What Drake say that on? Michael Jordan got his hoop earring? That's like whatever song that was.
Marvin's Room was on Take Care. Well, he got leaked beforehand, but
yeah, Take Care is not even. Oh, what's for Rihanna? I'll take care. Dun, 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 dun. I'll take Take Care easily for real.
Take Care.
I'm going to Take Care.
Watch the Throne. So how do we?
I'm going to Take Care.
So we'll put both.
Ask the people. Have the people vote. Have the people vote on Facebook.
Yeah, the people are gonna break the tie.
The people vote on Facebook. I think that's the most site where the most people be at.
Instagram too. We'll put it on the story.
Yeah, y'all can do the math. Y'all can figure that out. All right, cool.
All right.
I'm going to take care. Me and Drew take care.
The final bracket. We can just send them both.
That's what I said. I would just send them both to the final bracket because I think you're gonna be splitting hairs at that point.
We'll still put it on.
Let's see what I still want to know what the people would say. I'm interested to know what the people would say between Take Care and I love both albums. That was a good year for music.
Like both are great. Both are
both are great albums.
That is crazy. I feel like Finally Famous should have been on this list too.
Bro, I sent y'all the bracket. Y'all had nothing to say, so that's what happened.
Anything lasers, dude? Lasers?
Yeah, I'm surprised you. Well, I mean that's fair though because Lasers was a highly anticipated album. So
Stop.
Put that up there.
I'm going with the consensus on.
It did stink. It stunk. It was terrible. Lasers was
say albums. That's how you know albums trash. If someone said it stinks.
So next time when I send y'all the bracket, how about y'all look up some
Hey man, let's. I do want to. I'm very interested to see what the people say between Washington and Take Care. I do want to please get that done. Sure. Please get that done for me. Thank you.
We're gonna end this episode like we end all the episodes on the what you've been on. I'm gonna go first. Because I'll be honest with you, this is a short segment. Only thing I've been on is Nas' album. Next. That's the only thing I've been on, dog.
What's your song?
My song of the week is Spicy. Nas, Fabi.
I like that 5E, man. He's been in my rotation. I love Wedding. Wedding's been in my rotation. I love Drive By. I like 5E. I like the movement. Rest in peace, Pop. I like it.
And also, I've been on Polo G, so that's all. That's pretty much it.
And Bobby Shmurda about to get out too. Woo, it's about to be crazy.
I like it. This is my type of bag. The Bobby Shmurda. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see, Jarv. Enough of this Nas.
I'll go next. So, me and my girl been watching this show called Selling Sunset on Netflix. No, this shit is like the Kardashians meets like HGTV. It's like these rich ass realtors. The drama just brings you, it sucks you in, bro. Pause. But like, dog, when you look at it, like it's one of those shows like you don't really want to watch, but then you get caught up in the storylines and you're like, yo, what's Christine doing now, yo? She was just with my man's, and now Christine, like.
Hey, yo,
one of them guilty pleasures.
You tell Drew is in his wife. He's wiped up. He's wiped up.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it.
I ain't mad at you.
The man ain't got no control at home.
If you look at episode 1 in comparison to now, episode 1, I was out here,
He at home watching HGTV now.
What I've been on? Huh? I've been on Tinder, all right? That's what I've been on. And now he's like, I've been watching HGTV, Christian.
Hey, so wait a minute. I'm the only single man on this here show.
Negative, my friend.
Oh well, thank you, Jorel. Thank you. Okay,
But
thank you.
my song, in terms of music, of course, the King's Disease Nas album. My song is "Replace Me." Big Sean, Don Toliver ate on that joint. Check out his album as well. His album was tough, but that's my song for the week.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's going to be a clear consensus on this pod. Maybe I don't know if Brando's on it, but like I said, the Nas album is just it's just too tough. I mean, it's just too tough. I got to give Nas his flowers. It's just too tough. But there was a single that was released today. Big Sean and Nipsey. Man,
I didn't hear that. I didn't catch that.
Hey,
Okay.
deep reverence. Boy, did they smoked it.
They smoked it.
They smoked that track, bro. Rest in peace to the great Nipsey Hussle. But boy, did they smoke that track. So
I think Sean's verse was too wordy though. I don't know about the replay value.
I need to hear that.
Oh, that's definitely gonna have replay value on it because of Nipsey's verse on it. But I'm excited to hear Big Sean's upcoming album. I've always been a Big Sean fan. So like I said, I'm excited to see what happens.
Hey, I took a lot of flack for Big Sean a couple years ago.
I'm taking flight from right now. So I got some people.
I don't want to bring this up today. We can discuss this at a later date. But I got called a troll maybe, and I kind of retracted this later on. But I said this: Big Sean is just as talented as Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, bro. I got a lot of argue some coworkers down, bro, about the day.
I got a lot of backlash for saying that.
Negative.
See? Yeah, I got a lot of backlash for saying that.
I love Big Sean. And if you put a Big Sean album and a Kendrick album, I won't listen to Big Sean before I listen to Kendrick.
Kendrick puts together, I agree, he puts together a better body of work.
Yeah.
But more so it's like if you get in a verse, like just a verse, who can rap better? I think Big Sean, it's not crazy to say that Big Sean is just as good as Kendrick. I don't think that's a crazy thing.
He is. I mean, it's true.
I agree. I was called a troll for saying this. So,
I'm a little bit
a wild statement, but I think
thank you.
This is like Kendrick.
Because this is Kendrick easily. Yeah, I agree. Because this is Kendrick.
All right, Brando.
Well, this weekend I've been I watched a lot of basketball. I like what I'm seeing from the NBA right now. I really do. I'm very impressed by the bubble. I didn't think the production was going to be this good. It's not too far off from what I'm used to watching. The quality of play has been good. And also it feels good to in a very long time to come into a playoff basketball and not having a team where you kind of know is going to win the championship, or it feels good to have a little bit of wide openness that we're seeing in NBA right now. So I've been enjoying that. Luka's been going crazy. I think that the Clippers are still going to they're going to respond. I think the Clippers are going to respond.
Hey, they're responding right now. The score currently right now is 76-50.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I predicted that earlier today. People, Odar, you had a lot of flack for me earlier today. This is off base, but shout out to you. He's listening. I want him to let him know that he was like, oh, the Clippers are done. He said the Clippers were done. And I told people that, hey, listen, we've seen playoff basketball before. We've seen teams go on runs in the midst of a series, but at the end of the series, the cream usually rises to the top. So I've been enjoying basketball, the bubble lately. Music-wise, I'm still on Money Man. Money Man dropped the Epidemic Deluxe. He dropped the Kobe song, the song 24, which is a tribute song to Kobe, which has been out since February. But Lil Baby hopped on a remix or a new version for it, so the song can get more traction. And guess what? It worked. The song has got more traction. It was on NBA TNT production last night. I don't know if you guys saw it, but that goes to show you that I'm always ahead of the curve, because 2 weeks ago I came in here and said Money Man is up next. 2 weeks later, they're playing Money Man on TNT basketball, and you guys still have yet to hear of him. I'm just letting you know I'm always right when it comes to these things. So once again, my prediction, not my prediction, but my what I'm on is Money Man 24. Rest in peace, Kobe. 824 a day. Kobe's lives on. Rest in peace, my guy. So I wanted to make not only shout out to Money Man, but it was a good time to tribute to Kobe. He was an inspiration to us all. He was a part of all of our childhoods. He's truly missed. We still don't believe it to this day. It hasn't even been a year yet. It hasn't even been a year yet since Kobe has left us. So rest in peace, Kobe. This is his week, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm sure you guys share those same sentiments. So that's what I've been on. Basketball, Money Man, Kobe is my 24 and by Money Man is my sleeper pick for the week.
All right, well. Before we get out of here, I just want to say, I want to send my prayers out to Jacob Lake's family.
Yes.
Other shot in the back by police. His kids were there to witness it. Now they're saying he made it out of it, but it'll be a miracle if he's able to walk again.
He's done walking, but I think he's paralyzed, but he's going to survive.
Yeah, he's paralyzed from the waist down.
Yeah, so
sad story. Hey, before we go, shout out to the protesters out there that's keeping this fight alive. The news coverage has gone down, but the fight hasn't. And I think it's going to ratchet back up since this whole Wisconsin incident. And so Black lives still matter. I don't want to go without highlighting that Black lives still matter. Let's please arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. Justice for her and justice for all of our Black people that are falsely incarcerated, that are treated unjustly by the law enforcement, and all the plight that we go through in an everyday struggle. Just keep up the fight, my people. Just keep up the fight, my people. And much shout out to you guys protesting every day, because it's easy to say what you would do, but these people are actually out there taking these rubber bullets, getting maced in the face, putting their lives at risk, taking physical harm, to fight a cause. And a lot of these people, might not even be suffering from these things. They just want to fight. They're a part of it. So shout them out. I want to shout them out. And let's keep justice. Let's keep hope alive.
Absolutely. And we're going to end this like this. Whether you're watching us at work or off work, we appreciate it. All right?
All right.